government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.
Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of whatever this is. Uh, you know, got a couple things in that tagline. Congress back in full swing. We watched yesterday as the House uh, did select a speaker, um, Mr. Johnson out of Louisiana. Um, they're back in full swing. They both the House and the Senate are currently adamantly putting things back out. Looks like there she is. Hello, Vicky.
Hello.
I'm gonna turn this down real quick. I got this in my ear.
From
So
halting construction
there's
of the much
Houses in
explosive synthesis,
session.
formulation and production facility
Senate's in
at
session. They're
Pantex.
totally
This
doing
major construction project will
anything and
enhance our
everything they
nuclear
possibly
deterrence
can
capability by allowing the NNSA to modernize
to
and scale
hell
its
and
high
back.
explosive production
What
capability
up?
to meet
Good to see you,
pressing and
dear.
urgent
To
stockpile
hell and
requirements.
back.
Right now, we rely on a single external vendor
Otherwise,
for large-scale
regular,
synthesis,
normal,
formulation,
you
and
know, a
blending
day
for high explosive
show.
products.
Anybody that
There have been
wants to join or would
repeated
like
issues
to
with this
join,
vendor, including
hit
lack
me
of
up. I'll
prioritization
throw you a
and even late
link.
deliveries.
Come join us, create a
This
conversation,
presents a single point of failure
make
in
it
the
what it
nuclear
will. If you
enterprise,
have
which
a
jeopardizes our
question
nuclear
or a
weapons
comment
production.
that you'd like us
Once this new
to
facility is constructed at Pantex,
comment
NNSA will be
back
able to
on,
meet all long-term high
please
explosive
do.
material needs for the weapons
We're
stockpiles
probably going to
while
talk about
successfully
this
mitigating
in
nearly
the
all risks
Senate
associated with
and
production.
and
the
or
threat environment
whatever
we
they're
face in the
actually
world
doing,
today, many people might
if they have
assume
anything that's
that
of
the federal
interest.
government has made adequate investments
I
in
did
Pantex and
also
modernized
put Robert
appropriately.
Card
Those
update. There
assumptions would be
is
dead wrong.
a
Many of the
slight
facilities at
update
Pantex
from
plant
last
were
night.
built in
They
the
still have not
1940s and
found the man
1950s. Today, in
that did the
1920
shooting
2023, you're required to wear a
in
hard
Maine.
hat when entering some of the buildings
He's
because the
he's
ceiling
still
is
out
crumbling
there.
down on top of the workers that work there. Since I've been in
Um,
Congress, I've
but
ensured
there,
that adequate
there's an
funding has been
interesting
provided
story
each year to
from this
maintain the facility's
morning
modernization efforts.
on
While
how
I have
they
disagreed with the Biden administration nearly every step of the way on just about every issue, one of the only things they seem to
that
be
he
doing
was
right
being
was
talked
prioritizing
about.
modernization of our nation's nuclear
Huh?
enterprise.
Card had reported
Then, just
hearing
when I thought this
voices
administration
recently and was
grasped how critical
reportedly
it is to ensure
committed
the
to a
viability of our
mental
nation's
health
nuclear
facility
deterrent
over the
by opening
summer,
the
but
budget
was
request for this
released
year, only
after
to
a
see
2-week
that they had
stay.
completely zeroed out this project.
Uh-oh.
He
Now
was
this
hearing
administration wants to let our
voices.
nuclear forces
Uh-oh.
while they
Isn't
continue
that
to put
schizophrenia?
dollars into woke, green,
Card
and
is a
social
trained
initiatives. This
firearms
cut was
instructor
rejected
in
by
the
both the
Army
House and Senate
Reserve.
Armed Services Committee,
Law
as well as
enforcement
House
sources in the
appropriators,
state
because
said
we can all
he
see
is
what President
stationed
Biden
out of
apparently
National
cannot.
Guard
That
base in
I
Seco,
urge all
Maine,
members to support my
which
amendment to prohibit
he
the
had threatened
administration
to
of
shoot up,
halting
the sources
construction on this
said.
critical
So he
modernization
threatened to
Wow.
actually go
initiative.
take
With
out,
that, I reserve the balance of my
that.
time.
And he is still out there. He's still out there. He has not been found. So,
Yes, ma'am. Chair
being
rise in opposition to this amendment.
trained Army Reserve
Yes, I've long been a
firearms
champion of
instructor,
ensuring that the United States maintains a safe,
I'm sure he
secure,
knows enough.
and credible nuclear deterrent while addressing the threat of nuclear proliferation and terrorism.
I
And
really
wholeheartedly
seriously
agree
kind of
with Chair
find disturbing.
Fleischman that the National
Jerry Lass,
Nuclear
what's
Security
up? I
Administration
used to
needs
live
Hi,
nearby
Jerry.
Lewiston, Maine. I
its
traveled there
program and
frequently
project
before my
management,
divorce
given
in
that more than
07.
half of its projects are
Haven't been back
overfunded
since. Hard place
or
to
behind
do a
schedule.
mass
But we
shooting,
must
not
also face
unlike
the realities of future defense
the Black
chaos
Hills in
and
comparison.
begin making important decisions to prioritize within this program.
How big is Lewiston, Maine?
Prioritization process, the National
Yeah,
Nuclear
it
Security
was pretty
Administration
small. I want to
proposed
say it said it was
pausing,
30,000.
not phasing
Ooh.
out,
It said it was 30,000. It
construction
was,
of this
so
facility to focus
a
resources
decent
on
size
priority items necessary for
city, I
nuclear
guess you'd
weapons
call it.
modernization efforts. Only through strategic prioritization can the program achieve success.
Almost like
in
he
meeting the
fits all the
needs of
talking
stockpile
points of the
requirements
entire
and
gun control
maintaining the
narrative.
nation's nuclear deterrent. We
Almost.
should not prohibit the NNSA from pausing certain activities.
I'm going to actually stop that for a few seconds. So here's what I was reading off of here. So this is from New York Post. This is live updates. So this is the story that I was just reading here. So then, one entry available 33 minutes ago, Maine gun laws. The state does not require background checks on all firearm sales. Constitutional carry, I guess, when it comes down to it. I mean, Maine's gun laws are under scrutiny after gunmen opened fire in a bowling alley in a bar in Lewiston Wednesday night. Maine does not require background checks on all gun purchases, making it easy to prohibited purchasers to access guns, no questions asked. According to the Everytown for Gun Safety, the gun violence prevention organization that aims to end gun violence is introducing evidence-based solutions to keep records of current gun laws in each U.S. state. The Pine Tree State also does not have an extreme risk or red flag law, as it doesn't need any. I don't feel it does. I think that this is something that's totally different than needing a gun control law. I really do.
Okay.
Almost like he fits all the talking points. So it has a sister city of Auburn. The city area is like twice the size, but very spread out and hilly. Tons of trees. So
still have
easy
a
to
long-term
kind of hide
deadline?
out in, maybe. So maybe it is a
Yes.
good place to do this or whatever, because he knows what he's doing. He's been around these woods for a while. He knows how to get from one end of the one part of the town to the next. Going through certain areas.
Yeah, if you know
When
the
you
area,
know things
then,
and you've lived in areas for a while and you do a lot of walking through those areas, you have the tendency to, I don't know. I think it might be pretty easy for this guy to pull off whatever he's doing.
sounds like it.
What's the newest news on that guy? That's what we're currently going through. We were just kind of talking about the newest, latest and greatest that was being published anyway. I haven't heard anything different. They're still looking for him. Welcome, Minnesota Sunshine. Biden mourns census tragic shooting. See, this is the part that this is where Darth's talking point of kind of sounds like a narrative type thing or whatever. To immediately have the president come out with written statements, spoken statements about the gun violence and the use of assault weapons. It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
You can go from town to town by boat too. You
Oh,
could have
wow.
a canoe and you could be out of the area. Huh. Almost like I called today's activities yesterday. No. Not you, Darth. So, Vicky.
Yes, sir.
Vicky.
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about all this goings on with this particular gentleman? Do you think it's a potential narrative, or do you think there's more to it?
Well, if he's hearing voices, it sounds like he's got some mental issues for sure. Isn't it called jeez, I just went blank on it. Schizophrenia.
So let's see here. So there's several updates in the last couple hours here. So what's this here? How far does this go back? 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. Let's see. Survivor hidden bowling alley machinery. Okay, I heard about that one. So the survivor there's one guy that decided to actually climb up inside the machinery of the bowling pin pickup thing or whatever to keep
wow.
himself hidden from this guy and saved his own life. Inside the pin carriage thing.
Oh, wow.
Uh-huh. He had to have known
That's
what he was
crazy.
doing to be able to go in there and just kind of hang out for a bit.
I
until
wonder if
dude-
he worked there.
Yeah, I would assume that dude worked there. So this is a survivor of horrific Maine mass shooting Wednesday. Recalled taking cover in the corners of the bowling alley machinery. There's a loud pop. Who only identified himself as Brandon told the moment Sky News the moment the mass shooter opened fire in a spare time recreation center in Lewiston. I had my back turned to the door. As soon as I turned, I saw it was not a balloon. He was holding a weapon. I just bucked it down the lane. So potentially just a guy. What's up, Darth?
So
Hey, Darth.
what's going on?
Brandon hit in a part of the alley that where bowling pins were stored to avoid the spray of bullets. The gunman, who was still on the loose, is probably 15 feet behind him when he ran for cover. I was put on my bowling shoes when it started. I've been barefoot for 5 hours.
Oh my
no.
gosh.
It's just a patron, but he knew how to actually
But it saved
bucket
his
down
life.
the alley and save himself and hide himself up inside the machinery. I wonder who. Just curious, being that he actually did this, to save his own life. If Brandon lost anybody in the in this carnage, you'd think that he'd be there with somebody.
You would think that he'd be back there picking up 10-pound bowling balls and throwing them from his secured position at the gunman.
I mean,
You ever thrown-
even
You ever
2 pound
thrown-
pins. 2 pound
Yeah.
pins would be fun. You could
That's
launch
fair.
those really quick.
Yeah, you could probably throw those a little further than 10-pound bowling ball too. I mean, I've thrown a 10-pound bowling ball. To be fair, I threw for like a year in high school. I threw an 8-pound shot put, and that was heavy enough. You can't throw that some bitch very far. Bowling ball's even worse because it's like bigger and harder to grip. But I mean, take a shot, right? But yeah, 2-pound pins. Yeah, you can fling those motherfuckers. And then he would have to come up in there to try to get you. I don't think he's doing that.
Jerry.
I
I'm an
mean,
ass in this respect, but low key, my ex-wife last lived in Lewiston. From what I know, just saying, she had a bad day.
Oh, yeah.
I just want you to know personally, Jerry, that I don't think any less of you for that sentiment. Other people might. I ain't one of them.
It happens.
I mean,
Wait a minute here. To Helen Back says, "Hi, Minnesota sunshine. I watch the channels you're on, but never chat. Always enjoy your artwork. Is it something that I should be
Very
like?
sweet.
Am I missing something, Minnesota
oh
sunshine?
boy. Cool Frog found somebody who does a thing. This always goes the same way.
This goes the same way.
It always does go the same way. Even if you find somebody who doesn't do a thing and has the potential for doing a thing, this goes the same way.
209 subscribers.
That's a thing.
Good job.
That's more. That's
You
more
got
than I'm doing.
210.
Make
Minnesota
that
sunshine.
211 as soon as I get back to my desk. Well,
And
actually, I'm gonna need someone to post that link if I'm gonna be 211 because that's Steel Reserve.
So then it looks like, there you go, YouTube at Minnesota Sunshine, 209 IM. We could make that a couple more. Give her a couple of follows. Looks
Yep.
like she's got some decent artwork. From 4 days ago, Throne of God. Just painting late 5 days ago.
Wow.
Friday Night Live with Gina.
Nice.
You doing some Friday night stuff? Some news? Crab Legs Friday. She's got some talent. She's got some talent and some art. Yeah, for sure.
If you have a talent, I know a promoter for you. Ah,
Last stream 5 days ago. These day shows like this, I open these up. These are open.
yeah.
Anybody that's willing has a way of contacting me, getting a connection to me or whatever. I allow people to come join into the conversations or whatever it is.
All you have to do is look for the little orange J7 Jesus fish on any platform. Send a DM.
Wrong. At cool when you go on to X at Cool Frog, you actually don't use the one with the orange K.
Oh yeah,
You
that's right.
use the one with the little
With the
green
cartoon.
dude that's drawn
Yeah.
by Jimmy.
The little cartoon Jimmy did for you.
Jimmy drew that. But I'll totally check your. I'm Minnesota native, so when it comes down to it,
I'm a native of the best state in the Midwest, but we're falling off.
yeah,
so
the one that has two different pieces of land that aren't even attached.
I mean, they're attached. They're just attached by a really long fucking bridge. I mean,
Are you on Gab at all? Yeah, I don't
Gab.
use it though.
I didn't even know people still did use that. Last time I went on Gab, it was all racism, all anti-Semitism, all homophobia. Like, I seriously, I was on Gab and I felt like I was in a Call of Duty public voice chat lobby 13 years ago.
Oh, like MySpace.
Oh, worse. So much worse.
Yeah. Wonder whatever happened to Tom.
Hopefully he took all the money he made from MySpace and lived happily ever after.
Hopefully.
Either that or he stepped into the CRISPR machine and he was genetically altered and he came out Mark Zuckerberg. One of these two things happened. But if you look at like the picture that Tom had on MySpace and you just make a few alterations to the face, you can get the Zuck out of that real quick.
The Zuck.
Squab, I have some questions about your homophobia as your speciality.
Hi, Squab.
It's his specialty.
See you, Uncle Squab.
Man, oh man. When I got on X this morning and I went to look to see if my predictions were, I knew they were going to be correct because every time one of these things happens, they have to talk about this at least a little bit. But the fucking flood of everybody, I was like, it's almost like all the progressivist leftist heads and like the moderates, it's like they all had this on speed dial.
Coming rapid tomorrow, gonna stay overnight, do some touristy stuff with the kids after the appointment, and I missed that area. We went shopping in Rapid every other week growing up. from
Oh, wow.
Wyoming. Ah, yes.
Oh,
There's
Wyoming.
a lot of people
I know.
that travel through these
I'm
areas.
right above you.
There's a
It's
lot of
funny
people
that
that
they
travel
said
through these areas for the purposes of doing just that, of going shopping, because the stores are so far apart.
it's funny that they said Rapid and Wyoming in the same sentence, and I thought they were talking about here.
Oh, sorry.
Because the closest major city to where I live is called Grand Rapids, and the city that I live on the outskirts of is called Wyoming. Go figure. That's all in Michigan, baby.
Yo.
Oh.
Jimmy! Hi, baby.
I should have exhaled first.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should definitely always exhale before you try to do a big ass yo. What do you think you are, Jimmy?
Well, I thought it'd be cool because you'd see the smoke kind of coming out as you're yelling.
Yeah, but you don't even have your camera on, so the only one who could see that was you.
So.
Oh.
Okay.
Is it
gave me a
really
little
cold in
bit
South
of
Dakota? Yes. Yes, everything was frozen this morning.
So cold.
Like ice frozen white. Like all the grass. Right now, currently, we are 20 degrees where I'm at.
Oh, I'm warmer than you.
You're gonna hate me.
What are you at?
64.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's practically still summer here.
When I woke,
I'm at 34.
when the tadpole woke me up this morning, he come running in the room, and he as opposed to doing the normal and like leaning over and like putting his face in my face and saying, "Dad, wake up."
Oh.
He crawled into bed and he curled up, and I put my arm around him, and he felt pretty cool, and I'm like dang, kind of held him close, and he laid there for 10 minutes and warm up. I went and I turned on the heat right there after because we didn't, heat was off. He was off because we didn't, whatever. It's 20 degrees outside, cold as shit in here.
I bet.
Nine watching, 4 likes, something wrong.
Something wrong. I don't know what to say about everyone else, but I was like number 1 right before I realized this shit was scheduled for 1 a.m. tonight. And I was like, wait, no, I don't want to do whatever this is at 1 a.m. No.
I know. It's like 12 hours.
I was up till 4 a.m. doing a shtick last night.
What?
Sticking and chill. Dude, well, Frog went for 6 fucking hours. I think I went for 5 of those with him.
Oh, that's
But
right.
yeah, it was like
I bowed out
2 in the it was 2 in the morning there, 2:30 or some shit. It was like 4:30 here, and I was like, oh dear God. And then I went to sleep, and I woke up, and it was like 2 hours later. And I was like, this is the worst.
Ick.
Yes, Minnesota Sunshine. I'm from Minnesota, from southeast Minnesota. Clickjaw Jimmy's in Minnesota. I lived out of the cities for a little while. I lived in St. Paul, worked out of the Mall of America before we left and came here. We needed to get out.
Squab carries Wyoming in his heart. But do you carry a 9mm in your pocket?
What?
I was just wondering if he carries a 9mm in his pocket, if he carries Wyoming in his heart. Like, Actually, if you're carrying Wyoming in your heart, you're probably carrying a 9mm in your boot, a 45 in your pocket, and AK-47 across your back. That'd be the kitted.
Yeah,
I'm over here.
there's a big, huge,
Idaho.
long distance of nothingness between here and Gillette, for sure.
Oh, dude, I saw a video on the tweeters this morning of a massive elk herd
What?
resting on people's front lawns in Colorado. And this
Oh
is like a
wow.
very residential neighborhood, and there are just hundreds and hundreds of fucking elk up and down this block. And I'm like,
Oh my God. They're like, must be getting close to hunting season. Let's go in town. They can't get us there.
somebody is driving by filming this, and I'm just looking at that. Like, if I was in that car, I'd be like mashing gas pedal to
Wow.
get far away from that scene. Because if they get up and start moving, uh, it's like being mobbed by leftists, only um, they can crush your car if they step on it.
I forgot to show Frog the picture of the bison sitting like mauling this guy to the ground who got too close. Another good old tourist. It's gotta be getting close to them going away.
I think we had a conversation that one time about Frogtown.
Frogtown. Aw.
Frogtown, right out of Minneapolis. Oh, like center of disaster.
What do you mean?
Ward up.
I went to go. I just come out of my hometown working in a liquor store, so I applied at a liquor store up there. It just so happened to be in Frogtown,
Castro.
and I went and I walked into this place. It was the middle of the day. I think he asked me two questions, and I just the how he asked the questions about do you carry a gun, and are you doing it legally?
What?
Like, no, and no, and he's like, no. I'm like, all right. All right, I'm out later.
Wow.
It's like you just no, not gonna go there.
Wow. In other words, we've been robbed a few times. Castro. Oh.
Castro and Boomher showing up. That's what's up.
Boom, 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 boom.
Damn.
Check up. What's up?
Oh, that's a beautiful picture right there. Someone took a drone shot of Tequamanon Falls, which is really close to where my family cabin's at, and the freaking color show of the northern Michigan forest right now is just
Oh,
absolutely
it's gotta be
phenomenal.
beautiful.
No, it's
Oh,
it's phenomenal. I'll tell you what. I
all the
can
trees changing.
copy link Discord. Where I put Vicky T? She gotta be in here somewhere.
Say what?
I'm gonna send you this picture that I just looked at on the tweeters to your DMs. I think.
See this here?
Have I ever DM'd you in the history of ever, Vicky?
I don't think so.
There's an update 3 hours ago saying the Massachusetts State Police say that he's no longer in Lewiston, Maine. That he could actually be down in Massachusetts. Huh. has crossed into their state.
There. I found you. That is insane.
We'll be right back.
It's just you and me now, frog.
So here's from 3 hours ago. Victims and witnesses of deadly mass shooting in Lewiston on Wednesday are still struggling to comprehend the carnage, including 10-year-old girl who was grazed by a bullet. I never thought that I'd grow to get a bullet in my leg. Why do people do this? I was more worried about, like, am I going to live? When I turned around, I saw the shooter, like, right behind me, said the mother. Mother and daughter barricaded themselves with a few others in the storage area of the bowling alley. Audio from police scanners also describes a frantic response to a horrific scene. I need multiple units, or if there are multiple units in Schmeggy's, to stay as there are multiple victims in a field near Schmeggy's. We will update. In a field? In a field?
In a field. I mean, why not?
I thought they were in a bowling alley.
That's not what this says. This says something different. This says in a field. Hmm.
6 to 8 victims at the bowling alley. There are now believed to be 18 casualties.
I mean,
People injured.
Schemengees is the, like, yeah, that's the bar that he started at, isn't it? Because he went to the bowling alley second. This is the first location.
I don't know, telling you the truth, what kind of night this is going to be. From now until tomorrow, when I wake up and true facts that my son is dead, and I know he's dead. I know it as well as I know I'm standing here telling you because he's not here. He's not at any hospital and he's not running the streets. Or he would have called us because he manages Schmengi's, so I know he was there. I think we kind of read that story.
Yeah, that was last night. That was
See,
last night.
this is updated 3 hours ago. That's what I'm looking. Wait a minute. Sounds kind of familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all bump that like button for me.
Yeah, the like button, y'all.
Ooh, Dart, that's gorgeous.
Isn't it, though?
That's beautiful.
Absolutely stunning. Probably one of the best displays of color I've ever seen.
The reds and yellows.
Bubba, hope you
Very
can-
pretty.
Yeah. Michigan in the fall. There's nothing like it.
Minnesota Sunshine, you have a good point. You have a great point. Bob and Life Patrol would already had Kevin caught. The sheriff out of St. Paul, Minnesota runs a YouTube channel. He goes and he, as he's running around the city doing his job, records his trip. He's actually gotten to the point where he's got deputies doing the same in their car.
I mean, that's proper transparency.
Exactly. Because when I first heard of him, I was still living up out of the cities, so it worked itself out perfect. I'm watching the city that I'm living in, so that and I just kind of like. We went and did a couple different things. He had a thing at a park the one day, so we went to the park to go check it out and had some. You got to shake his hand, whatever, meet the guy. Decent guy. He just there was an issue with the city council. City council didn't like the fact that he had this in his car. They thought it was dangerous for him to do such a thing or whatever. Blah blah blah. Had thrown these fits, and a whole slew of us had signed saying that we wanted him to continue to do what he was doing because he was actually doing, like you said, the proper transparency, and he was actually showing us exactly what it's like, as opposed to the corruption that most cops are. Now he's kind of some of his politics are a little off, but whatever.
Oh man, I gotta stop reading X.
Yeah, you got to stay out of X.
I gotta stop reading this.
It's only 2 X's away from being porn.
Yeah, it's actually not that far away from being porn. If you if you actually get deep enough into X, you know this.
Oh yeah. I seriously
there.
haven't had to block an account in a couple weeks.
There's lots of porn bots on X.
Yes.
Vicky.
Well, it is X, so
A lot of
I mean,
Asian porn bots.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that special?
This post though, when a guy tells me he owns a gun, I'm like, uh-oh, what's wrong with your dick? And the first response is, last time I tried to use my dick on a home intruder, I got in way more trouble. The cops were pretty upset. The intruder needed counseling, and I'm on a list. Just use a gun. This is sound advice, people. I like Jerry Lass's comment. Dems are going to use the Robert card for gun control. The Dems, you mean the Uniparty? Because this is not going to be the Dems. This is going to be a bipartisan push for common sense gun reform. You can take that quote to the bank and cash it right now. Because I guarantee you that's what you're going to be hearing about coming very soon. Or if you're on X, like right now. Oh, hi. Look who it is. It's the beautiful Miss Divinita.
What's up, Div? Good to see you. Good to
Great
see
advice. I think it's great advice. Yeah. I mean, the timing is impeccable. It's almost like this was planned. It's almost like some people even knew this was coming. Because if you had to ask me, now that we have a new speaker, and now that we're looking to go ahead and make sure we properly fund World War III, what's the next thing Congress is going to try to do? This would have been my guess. And it's almost like they got a perfect situation to try to push it. But they need to. I mean, they need to. So I don't fault them for it. You cannot undermine the integrity of the freest country on the planet unless you take away the reality that it is the most well-armed civilian population on the planet. It doesn't matter if it works, Div. It's just, here's the thing, we narrative, we ram it down your throat. We don't care if you agree. We don't care if it's popular.
It's beautiful.
Oh, hi, beautifully inappropriate.
Hi, lovely lady. My girls are here.
Yep. The whole girl crew here.
Yeah. Do you like my sisters? Yeah, just like my sisters.
Yep.
Holland? What about Holland?
Okay, so damn. Frog, send you something on.
Let's send
This
what?
is. I'm gonna send you something on Discord. This is for the lulz.
For the Vols.
For the lulz. This is a funny. This is a funny. I think this is funny anyway.
Okay.
Oh,
Who
He's-
is Robert Card? Robert Card is this man that shot up Maine,
He shot up a
and
bar in a bowling alley in Lewiston, Maine.
is still out on the run.
White Army veteran, trained tactical shooter guy. Basically, he's a wild card for sure. He's
yeah.
Stars.
Sounds like he's schizophrenic.
come on, Frog. You know that shit's funny. Because when I looked at that, I was like, wait. And then
I've seen this before.
Oh, have you?
This
Okay,
isn't-
never
this
mind then.
isn't- No, you're good. You're good. This isn't something new to me. But
No, this.
scientists at Princeton University have reconstructed this 3D model of how Adam, the first human being created by God, might have looked.
Yes.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. That's Vin Diesel. Like you, Vin Diesel been around a while. That's
Hey,
Vin Diesel.
no, no. What is? Wait, I want to see what Eve looks like.
Probably
They got
like
Linda?
she probably looks like what's her name?
That doesn't help me at all. Megan Fox with funny thumbs.
No. Michelle Rodriguez,
Ooh, yeah.
the one who played Letty in all of Fast and the Furious movies.
Why
'cause
not?
It's
I mean, that's-
Jimmy.
Aloha.
Wait.
Hi,
What's up?
Daisies. We just all go silent now. Jimmy's here. What's going on?
I
Yep,
mean,
we all went
I
silent on Jimmy.
thought
Oh,
Jimmy had
how
brought
dare
something
you.
to say, so I was just giving him the floor.
Well, I said
Don't make me
yo. So
reclaiming my
what y'all
time.
saying? What y'all up
I was
to?
like, yo. We were just talking
Speculating
about
on how Vin Diesel's the first man ever created by God, apparently, according to Princeton.
Did you see Vin Diesel with hair?
No.
Oh my goodness.
No. That's. I'm just gonna pretend you never
be
said that, and
weird.
that's not a thing.
It is weird. It is weird. It is weird to see Vin Diesel with hair. He does not have the hairline you're expecting already. I'm telling you.
Hello,
Dear God.
Hold up. Hello,
DJ
Smokey. Hi,
Wow.
I love the show. My question is, can animals consent to intimate relationships with humans? Because I've heard that they can have orgasms from human, but I don't think marriage is okay.
DJ, you coming? Yeah, really.
Should it be legal to have a
Sorry, wrong
relationship?
channel.
with animals if it's purely platonic and not sexual, because some animals do consent,
God.
so you can't
No.
argue that
No.
it's forced upon them.
No.
Sorry, wrong channel.
Oh, dear
If
God.
you want to talk that kind of crazy shit, go over to the Young Turks. They'll be into that.
Welcome. Well, you found the wrong place.
Yeah, welcome to the absolutely wrong
Don't
place.
forget to
Just-
subscribe and hit the like button.
Yeah, I'm dead too, beautifully. Me too.
And I'm pretty sure the
I'm not
answer to
even
all
sure
of that
what to
is
say.
no, no, and no.
I feel like Smeagol. Leave and never come back.
I'll be right back, you guys.
Although I did see a meme because I was on X.
Oh God, when you say I did, I was so worried about what you were going to say. next.
I did see a meme, and it like involved the perfect setup for Hamas. It was just sexy goat with nuclear device inside and the trigger right around the back end of the goat.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Puffer.
There's a reason we
Are
can't
you
have
leaving
nice
us,
things.
Tiff? Okay, bye, Tiff.
She said she's got to know.
Oh, I thought I said I gotta go. Oh,
That does
okay.
not.
See, my eyes are a little swelled up right now. I can't see very
That's
well.
okay. I can read. Sexy
That's
goat
good.
time. I mean,
Daddy,
I swear to God,
remember
if you set up one of these sexy goat booby traps and left it in Valhalla's yard, you'd
my
see it on the
gosh.
6 o'clock news tonight.
Oh my gosh.
Tennessee man blows 5-mile radius sky high with booby trap nuclear goat.
Oh.
I'm just playing. Valhalla's a okay kind of dude. Never mind the fact that we need to check out his goat fucking channel and all the
That's
baby
not
goats have his eyes.
All the baby goats have
What's
his
up, Puffer?
eyes.
These
Oh,
are just
no.
Valhalla quotes. I didn't make any of this up. These are just his quotes that I'm using.
He has a goat fucking channel. That's how he
Yep.
put.
I was there.
That's how I put it. Whose channel was that on? I don't remember.
Nova or not Nova. What the fuck?
Shizzy?
Valhalla.
No, that was on Shizzy's channel. I'm
Was
pretty
it?
sure. It was Shizzy's channel or it was my channel. But
You
I'm
mean
pretty
where
sure
did
it was
that
Shizzy.
start? That goat fucking
I thought it
channel?
It could have been Shizzy's.
I remember it was Shizzy, me, Cool Frog, and Valhalla. That was the panel that happened on. It was either on Shizzy's or mine because I don't think it was on Frog's.
Okay.
And I don't think,
Yeah.
and I've never been on Valhalla's channel, so that
Right. It
definitely
wouldn't have
happened.
been on mine because I was at work.
You were there.
Yeah,
You're
I was
in the
there. I was
clip.
at work though.
Oh yeah, you were. That was back when you had a gerb. I
Yeah.
remember.
A
Ah.
gerb.
Oh, good to see you too, Helen. Back.
A yob.
Divinity, let me make video public stand
Yeah,
by.
Divinity still has clip on Divinity's YouTube channel. It's still clip still exists.
Nice. You'll forever be known for that. That's awesome.
I mean, I'll never forget it because the moment he said it, I lost it.
Puffer's right. Sounds important. Real priorities.
It really is
Yes.
important.
She's right. She's right. It kind of is really important. Oh, gotta go. Have a great day. Later, Helen.
Oh, bye, Helen.
Peace.
Take care.
Peace to you and your brethren.
Oh.
Divinity. Another suggestion.
Oh, hey.
You can come up on panel and you can speak it verbally.
So, Jimmy, you know what they're going to start? What we're doing on Sundays now? Are you going to join?
What's happening Sundays?
Filming Frog.
Is it the religious thing you've been talking about?
Yes.
The thing I've been
Exploring
talking about.
spirituality. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, for the love of God. Exploring spirituality.
Ah.
A Frog Army production. So
Yep.
it's everybody.
Interesting.
It's everybody.
They've even managed to
It's-
rope me into it.
It doesn't
Sounds
have to
like
be.
it would be fun. But unfortunately, you guys, I've already given my Sabbath to God. That's why you never see me on
Sunday
Sunday.
night.
I see you on Sunday sometimes.
Never.
I can't
Now,
recall a Sunday
might
I've
be
ever
open,
seen
but
Jimmy.
it sounds like it could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever actually seen Jimmy on a weekend before.
Yeah,
He
he's
never
been
shows.
around.
He never shows up for Friday nights.
Oh,
He never shows up for Saturday
I've
nights.
literally hosted Friday night on my channel twice.
I was going to say that's not true. He's done things on his. Yeah.
I've literally shown up for one of those two hostings at Friday night on your channel.
Me ever being around.
Hee.
Bless you.
I mean,
Y'all want to smoke?
Well, yeah.
yeah. I mean, everybody in the crowd ready?
I just packed something up here, so I'm like,
such thing.
Little tobacco?
Gotta go.
Wacky tobacco?
yeah, a little bit of green tobacco.
Nice.
I'm worried about it being moldy, but it always tastes so good.
Moldy.
Well, it's green.
Yeah.
True. It's not always green.
No, sometimes it's like purple, and that really concerns me also.
I love it when it's purple.
Yeah, I thought it was Shizzy's channel, Div. That's what I remembered. Because Valhalla would never invite me on his channel, and that definitely didn't go down on Frogs. That only leaves two other options, and it wasn't mine.
Whew.
I am staring down a bottle of Canadian Windsor, and it is testing me.
Canadian Windsor.
That is my go-to, or it was my go-to when I was a little bit more alcoholic.
Is that, I was about to say, is that like some sort of liquor?
Yeah, it's whiskey.
Oh.
Canadian whiskey.
Would you say it's better or worse than Crown Royal? Because that's kind of like the objective metric
It is
for
the shittest
middle of the road.
whiskey you can get. It is cheap. It is dirty. It is meant to be poured in other beverages.
You've clearly never got a bottle of Canadian LTD before.
This is probably pretty comparable, honestly.
It's comparable to LTD. That's disgusting. I'm actually getting sick a little bit in my mind.
Squab. Sometimes you say the weirdest thing, Squab.
Squab loves to quote me out of context. I said that. I said this did not go down on Frogs, and then he just misquotes me out of context. I swear to God,
not
Squab
actually go down on Frogs.
Squab actually
Jerry,
works for
good
the
luck.
liberal
Dennis,
mainstream
time in
media.
7 minutes, leaving the house. Later, Jerry.
Don't
Have a
be
good one, dude.
nervous. You'll
Yep.
be fine.
Peace. Don't let them take too many teeth.
Oh my God.
All right, y'all ready?
What are we doing?
Smoking.
Smoking.
Cheers.
Nope, somebody's smoking already. Cheers. You always jump the gun.
I can't help it. It's there.
I shouldn't do my old granny voice with a lung full of smoke.
Why not? Hey, who's got their sheets ready?
I
have my sheet ready. I'm just gonna glitter it up.
And promoted a company in Greenville, my state. Not in a district in my state. That
Y'all are like, are you kidding me, Vicky? I'm like, no, I'm not.
Requested funds from the.
I didn't think you were. I never
from
thought you
the
were.
taxpayer. And I've
Thank
learned
you.
now with bureaucrats who make wrong decisions, the only way you do
You
it
said you
is
gotta glitter it up?
And,
I gotta glitter it
recommend
up.
that
What are you
I
using for adhesive?
I reserve to balance my time.
The gentleman reserves.
A paint.
A paint?
Uh-huh.
For what
You
purpose
have yours
does
too?
gentlewoman
Yay!
from Ohio
See, I would have used a
stand where
hairspray.
I rise in
Hat is
opposition?
here.
You're recognized. Policy disputes with the Secretary of Energy for
It's
our
a
country.
it's a
Sean would be
it's
excited.
glitter
Wartime
paint.
Legislative theater over the American people.
Oh, it's a
doesn't
glitter
have to
paint. Gotcha.
become law. I
Yeah.
strongly urge
Watch him
you
come in soon. He's gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
The general news
Why does it
reads,
look like there's a lot less people here today than there were
South
yesterday?
Carolina is recognized.
Hey, Madam Speaker, I yield the balance of my
Because
time.
nobody wants to be there.
This is not political theater, far from it. This is accountability to the American people. I rise today in support of this amendment to reduce the salary of Secretary Granholm to $1 because I cannot make her pay us back. The job of the
Is that John
Secretary
James?
is to
That's John James.
secure American energy independence, but she is not securing American energy independence. She is depleting it. And she should be held accountable to the people for failing to do her job. You see, Madam Speaker, before Ms. Granholm was
Yep.
Energy Secretary,
Yep,
she
John
was
James.
demoted.
Fuck that
She
guy, by the
promoted
way.
the same failed policy while serving as governor of
Yeah, I don't
Michigan
think so.
and presided over what is now known as Michigan's lost decade, a legacy that we are still
I don't
paying
think you
for
can
at
say
home.
rest in
She
peace and fuck
presided
that
over
guy
the
in the
mass
same
exodus
sentence.
of our jobs and our children from our state. She presided over the crippling of our
Well, I
economy,
didn't, so
losing so many of our homes and
I think it was
closing of our
pretty
businesses.
close.
I said that's Rep John James. That's not rest in peace.
Not Rip John James. Rep
Yeah, not
John
Rip
James.
John
Oh, I see.
Rep.
Oh, you're making my face hurt.
The
that.
representative from the 11th
Oh
district
my
of the state of
god.
Michigan.
Oh my
See, I wish I
god.
could be purposefully funny. That'd be great.
I mean, you do enough funny accidentally. Rep.
R.I.P.
We should be appalled by the
Oh
same
my,
malpractice,
that was
malfeasance,
classic.
and
Thank
mistreatment
you.
of the office that she assumed
Jimmy.
and inflicted serious pain on the
That was
American people
awesome, Jimmy.
and jeopardizes our American independence.
Yeah, well,
Since this administration took office,
Oh my
Madam Speaker,
goodness.
this guy is talking about some important shit, though.
He is.
dictators and
That's
despots
why I
around
put
the
back
world.
up on screen.
Oh, it's the 10th district, not the 11th district. My bad.
Jimmy, you have hat on.
And sold out American
Jimmy and Hat.
security.
Hat and
And
Jimmy.
all the worst,
Oh,
went on
Sean
television
is
and
going to be
laughed in our
so
faces
upset that
just
he
before
missed
gas
hat.
prices hit their peak.
Hat and Jimmy.
The
Hat
American
and
people's
Jimmy.
pain is their
Jimmy
plan,
and Hat.
Madam Speaker.
Jimmy and Hat.
Making gas unaffordable,
Hat,
trading
hat,
away
Jimmy,
our
Jimmy,
natural
Jimmy.
resources to China, our number one adversary, and implement their pipe dream of forced EV transition. I won't call it treason, but many
Yeah.
in my district have.
You should.
Getting like
The
glare on the
policy she is
glasses.
seeking to impose billions of dollars in penalties for our autos through our EV mandates would crater the number one industry. in this country. We do not fear the future, but we demand.
What's your favorite Jimmy hat? Yeah, that's a great
Madam
Jimmy
Speaker,
hat.
the consequences of her failures is the reason folks in my district are standing on a picket line right now. The unrealistic, untimely, and unjust
Pretty comfy in here.
mandates she supports is
I have one of those
middle class
right
on the
beside
backs
me.
of the middle class families in
I
Michigan
have my
and
own
around
hat.
America.
You have an Ushanka?
Time for her
Mm,
to pay,
where's mine?
and Congress is holding her
Yeah.
accountable.
Mine no longer buckles, but that's
Mine
okay.
doesn't either, but that's fine.
I don't need it to buckle
Is
really.
building an out of control
Mine does.
administration
I just
accountable
need
to the
to
people.
tack
She
the
failed in mission,
top part up
and we
because
will not let
that
her
keeps.
fail America.
I don't
What?
This
know what the hell
is
I
a
put
warning to the
mine.
American people that
That'd be
policies
around
that hurt them will stop at the 118th Congress. These policies have not worked anywhere they've been tried. They have failed, and in real world, failure means your employer.
That's my favorite Jimmy hat. Now we know what happened to
Counties
Moose.
start operating a little bit more like the real world.
Oh,
Squaw. Squaw.
Actually, this is his neighbor, the beaver.
Ooh, now we know what happened to P. Beaver? This is getting worse.
I'm not touching it.
Yes, I just wanted
Nah.
to say,
Nope. Oh, that's right. We have a beaver in our
Nope.
community, huh?
Yes.
to Jennifer
Yes, we
Graham,
do.
the one I know is exceptional. Mr. Chair,
I haven't seen
yield,
them in a
to the
while.
Gentleman from Tennessee.
Her.
They were on
Energy
last
and Water
night.
Subcommittee, Mr.
Mm.
Fleischer.
Yeah,
She
she
said last
she
night.
comes around Rumble only for one,
Yep.
and
Right.
that's
Oh,
only at night.
And this is a
whatever
cool
this
person
is
we're
just a
talking
YouTube
about.
thing.
Yeah, this is an actual cool person.
Or are you talking Beaver's unit? Because I haven't seen her in ages.
No, P. Beaver.
Okay. Yeah, she was around
Yeah.
last night on.
She's around
Yeah,
last night.
P Beaver's actually so cool on Rumble that P Beaver has her own Rumble wide emoji, which apparently was like their second custom emoji ever made behind the
Serious?
official Rumble logo. This is the story P Beaver gave us
Millennials,
on the backstory of her emoji, which does exist.
the gentlewoman
Right?
from Ohio,
I had no idea.
My time
the
remaining.
gentlewoman from Ohio is.
Was she just like berating not Discord? Was she just berating Rumble? She's like, "Give me my Beaver logo now!"
Actually, no.
Actually, no.
PB is just
In
a
the
big deal, yeah.
amendment here, the no's have it.
Is she?
The amendment is not
That's
Yep.
awesome.
That's pretty cool.
The community apparently demanded the P Beaver
For what purpose? does
emoji, not P
Oh,
Beaver.
Ah, nice.
House we got to
aw,
record a vote.
All right.
that's
We're going to clause
awesome.
6,
She
Pretty
does.
awesome.
Rule 18.
Yeah.
Further
The
proceedings of the
community
amendment offered
vote.
by
Yeah,
the gentleman from
she's
South
rad.
Carolina will
Oh,
be
sick.
postponed.
I like P Beaver. She's a very smart lady.
All right. But she
Very
doesn't
well
exist on YouTube,
informed.
so let's
It is now
respect
in order
it,
to
huh?
consider amendment number 52, printed in Part B of House Report 118242. For what purpose does the gentleman from Tennessee seek recognition?
Have an amendment at the desk.
The clerk will designate the amendment.
Amendment number 52, printed in Part B of House Report number 118-242, offered by Mr. Ogles of
That
Tennessee.
is pretty cool, though.
Pursuant to House Resolution 756,
Is that like the
the gentleman
not
from
Discord?
Tennessee, Mr. Ogles, and a member
The
opposed
Rumble community
will
itself.
control 5 minutes. The chair now recognizes gentleman
Oh,
from
look.
Tennessee.
I have Jimmy hat as
Madam
well.
Chair, my amendment prohibits the funds
Mine
That's-
also, no buckle.
by this act.
Wait, I
That's
can
not-
grow a
that's
beard
not a
here.
Jimmy hat.
COVID-19 mask
What?
mandate.
Are we doing this? All
Policy
right.
We're
involving
doing this.
mandatory
Dang nabbit, we're
masks
doing this.
It's a
implementation
fraud.
are not about safety, nor are they about science.
It's
It's a fraud. It's not hat.
About control.
Hat.
Dr. Tom Jefferson.
Don't you
a
see?
leading epidemiologist,
Hat-
Yours
Hat
is
doesn't
hat.
have these ridiculous things on the side.
Theirs is a fraud.
What do you mean, these things?
Comprehensive
Yeah, those flappy flaps.
These,
You
the
have extra,
little mini flaps?
you have extra wings, dog.
for reducing
Yeah.
the spread
Extra wings, dog.
of illnesses, including
Apparently, you need a
COVID-19
hat with
found
flaps.
there was
Yes,
no
you need a
evidence
flappy hat.
made any difference.
See, mine's
Did
still.
you even?
We found that wearing a mask
You see,
Yes.
proper
Still has a buckle?
velocity, right? Right, listening, right? You need to have more flaps, yeah? Because look, you're actually doing it right, mate. You know, I might need to install some more flaps on the hat.
You need additional flaps.
My hat's
Yeah,
too
this flap-
flappy.
This
Ooh,
front flap don't
You guys,
move.
look at
I
that.
would
You
say
guys
that
got all kinds of
Fortunately,
flaps on
masks
your hat.
mandates include all masks.
My goodness.
And yet the gold standard
I'm gonna have to.
N95
like-
masks have been
Mine
proven.
just
It's
to
actually
Observe.
65 degrees here, so that
It's
hat
a
is actually way
district.
too fucking warm to wear,
For
but
what purpose
I
does
just
I
the
wanted
hear
to.
gentleman
it's
from
only
Ohio
like
rise?
32.
I rise in opposition
Yeah,
to
yeah,
this
it's
amendment.
still fucking
Gentlewoman
I
is
gotta fix my.
recognized.
autumn
hat.
here. It's
Let me
not
explain. This
not
amendment will
winter
prohibit any
yet.
funds
Oh,
I'm in a
for
garage in
COVID-19
Minnesota
mask mandates.
in the
Yeah.
ass
I
end of
must say,
October here. It's
Right.
getting
America
cold.
used to
Yeah,
focus on
it's Michigan, and I
big
probably live laterally straight across from you, or pretty
members of
damn
Ohio.
close, and
We
it's still
tried to figure
almost
out
70
how to
degrees right
eradicate
now. Fuck out of
polio
here.
coast to coast.
I
It's
stepped
ridiculous.
outside
You know
last
what?
night just to get some
We
fresh
did
air.
it.
It was fucking snowing.
America was inspired by a great
Fuck that.
president, John Kennedy.
yeah, it's
I
snowing.
took a
Indiana
video. It was
It's
just
snowing.
sleet. It was
We
just
did.
sleet technically, but that's
America
snow,
did
bitch.
We worked together to defeat Soviet communism.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Guess what?
it's technically
We did it.
snow.
We
We worked together to defeat
Ran
Soviet
over
communism, and now you want to
and,
bring back Soviet communism.
history
Only
will
call it
show whether we
American
met the
communism.
current challenge or not.
Sojuz
Most of America
Neroshimi's
wants to defeat Red
Republic Swobodny.
unconscionable invasion,
Yeah, well,
unprovoked,
here,
to the
Jimmy,
adjoining
how,
nation of
what's the
Ukraine.
temperature there?
Now, this amendment is one more
Where?
controversial poison pill policy rider dealing with face masks.
Didn't freeze. Okay.
You know what?
Yeah,
didn't really
it's
come to
20
Congress
degrees
to worry
here.
about face masks.
It's
I find the minority
57 degrees Fahrenheit.
odd interest in this peculiar.
I could just
Preventing
poke myself in my
diseases
head.
reduces healthcare costs, such as hospital
Feels like 45.
and pharmaceuticals.
Your body
and
tells you
benefits employers
57
by
degrees
resulting in
Fahrenheit.
less employee
No, my
absenteeism.
laptop does.
But I
Is
find
this
it
bitch
very
still
odd to hear
pushing
a
the
woman in
masks
Halloween
work
spending
narrative
millions
right
of dollars
now?
on masks to go all around the country and parade around in neighborhoods in masks.
Fuck
And
out of
yet,
here.
when we talk about
You
face
goddamn.
masks to fight the COVID-19 virus, which is a wicked one,
I really wasn't paying
it's been
attention to what she was
politicized to a level
saying.
that
I
it's almost
started
I
listening for a
didn't think
second.
that, anybody would
from
think that would
January
be
3rd to
something
2020
that would be
to
of
September 27th,
necessity in
2023.
any way, shape, or form. This lady's ridiculous.
I mean, God, it's my fault. I started listening and I'm like, hold on, we debunked masks like, I don't know, the day after they were like, everybody needs to wear a mask. And they were like, this doesn't actually work.
Yeah.
It makes it worse.
All I'm going to say is one of the very first arguments.
You don't need to say it.
No, it's if you can smell a fart through someone's jeans, their denim jeans, that mask ain't stopping shit. Like, if you can smell a fart,
Jimmy,
you're
I've
getting
told
everything in there.
I've told that story.
That's my favorite allegory.
Look
Because,
at baby. Look at your baby
oh,
lion.
look, it's a dojo.
Not at me. Look over there. Look over there. Hey.
She's
Look
like,
at the
get
people.
this thing off my head.
Oh my goodness. You got a little baby lion.
Yeah.
Poor dojo.
Oh my goodness. I got a baby out here too. He's chilling with me.
Yeah, boy, yes, you are so, yes, you're so cute. But you're such a butthurt today. Yes, you are. You're a big butthurt today.
What's your name? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Why do they have to be talking about this stuff right now? They can't talk about something else so that I can actually put it on the screen.
You're so cute.
No.
You're so cute.
Oh, it was a good thing that I noticed what they were talking about, because that's the kind of shit that gets you taken down.
Yes, no.
Congress trying to get Cool Frog banned from YouTube.
Oh, no.
Y'all.
God bless you.
Yeah, come here. Come here. You want to say hi too? Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Oh.
I'm not going and getting my doggo, y'all. I went and got my hat. I'm not doing this. My
Listen,
doggo's
my dog's crazy. It'll attack me if he sees me in this.
no, my dog. She chilling. She trying to sleep. If she wakes up, she gonna start barking like a fucking fool.
You're so cute. You're so cute.
So we're just gonna let her sleep.
Cute. Get this thing off me. Get it off me. Okay. Ugh. Ta-da! And now you can't have it. I want to tear it all up. Oh, you my poopers.
Oh my baby.
Oh, I have hers too, but I'm not done with it.
No, you can't have it. No. No. There's Nari's. There's Nari's hair.
Oh, yeah, boy.
She's like, you suck, woman. I still have to put the thing on her, but oh, you look like a wolf. You're a wolf. You're a wolf. You're a wolf. Look at you.
Young man. Huh? What you mean? No, you won't go outside.
Yeah, what?
I'll be back.
Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah. You're so cute. You're just so much. You're so cute.
A little bit, okay.
I hear a tadpole. I hear a tadpole.
So I was just kind of looking or whatever. So there's some updates within the last hour to go along with this guy. I think we should listen to it. It's 13 minutes long. We'll see if we can't. We'll see how far we make.
Well, we're going to continue our coverage of the mass shooting in Maine. We just heard a press conference, and you heard from Vlad a lot of the details that were revealed in that press conference. Robert Card, a 40-year-old man, has gone from a person of interest to a suspect facing murder charges. We know that there were 2 locations that the shootings occurred at, and we got a little more detail about when the shootings happened. The initial 911 calls came in at just 6:56 last night at the Just-in-Time Recreational Center in Lewiston. There, 7 people were killed, 6 men and 1 woman. And then just 7:08, really not long after the first series of 911 calls, another location, a Smenji's, which is, they called it a Smenji's Billiards. It's sort of like a restaurant as well. 8 men killed, 1 inside, and the rest of them, 1 outside rather, and the rest of them inside the facility. 3 other
Divinity
people,
can't
several people were transported to
handle
the
dead
hospital.
air.
3 people
If there's 4
died
seconds of it,
at
she
the
thinks the
hospital,
show
bringing
ended.
the total number of dead to 18, 13 injured. The police would not talk about the ages. They weren't prepared to give out that information, but they have released information about Robert Card earlier today. A little bit of misinformation about his level of training in terms of firearms. He's not a firearms instructor, but he is part of the Army Reserve, and he's described as a petroleum expert. So our Elaine Keano has been covering the story on the ground for us, and we want to take you there. We also have Charles Marino standing by. He's a former Homeland Security Department advisor and agent. But I'm going to start with you, Elaine. This is something that can rock any community, but particularly in Maine, where they don't have a lot of homicides.
That's exactly right. And I spoke with one resident this morning who basically, when I asked him, have you ever had anything comparable like this happen here? He said, absolutely not. This is just a quiet, peaceful, rural community.
He means he's an expert in
He
gasoline.
described it as a big, small town. Folks kind of know each other here.
Or lube,
or they
one or the
know
other.
each other. And so you
Hey,
can only imagine
Petroleum,
how
yes,
quickly,
petroleum jelly.
Yeah.
news of this has
Yeah.
spread. And
Isn't
the
petroleum the key ingredient in
families
plastics making?
so much pain,
Yeah,
and yet
that's
the search is
like,
ongoing. So
oof.
even as this community
There's
begins
a lot
to
of things that
deal
petroleum is
with
useful for.
coming to terms with what happened,
But
there is
we're
an
gonna go with
active search underway.
Astroglide.
And we heard in that news conference just a short time ago
Isn't it used for
that this
plastic as well?
individual, now a suspect, as you said, Robert Card, is considered armed and dangerous.
I think
not
I
to be
realized
approached, obviously,
they're
at
going
all.
to try to
And so
spin
that,
this
as you can
as
only imagine,
this
is
isn't just an
only
inner
adding
city
to
problem.
the
This can happen
absolute level
anywhere.
of fear and
To
anxiety
fearmonger
as
more.
this manhunt continues.
And so, are people still being instructed to shelter in place? What are they hearing from police there?
So they are, but you'll see that every so often there are cars that are going by behind me here. That's because this is sort of a main artery, a lot of truck traffic. A lot of vehicles have been going back and forth. However, if you kind of go just beyond this main road, you'd see that there really isn't anything open. Empty parking lots of businesses, empty parking lots of restaurants.
Community.
It is the middle of the day, a time when you might expect to see businesses with their doors open, welcoming customers. That is not the case here in Lewiston right now. So there is a very palpable sense of fear and anxiety. As I said, some folks here saying, they are still really, frankly, in disbelief that something like this could happen here.
And I'm just sort of looking quickly, Elaine, at the president's statement. And of course, the president says, once again, our nation is mourning after yet another senseless and tragic mass shooting. Today, Jill and I are praying for the Americans who have lost their lives, for those still in critical care, and for their families, survivors, and community members enduring shock and grief. He goes on further down in the statement to say, while we had made progress on gun safety through the bipartisan Safer Communities Act, the 24 executive actions I've taken, and the establishment of the first ever White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention, it is simply not enough. And Elaine, it sort of brings me to the gun laws in Maine. And during the press briefing a couple of reporters asked, how does somebody dealing with mental health issues get their hands on a gun? But the truth of the matter is, in Maine, in terms of, there's not a lot restricting you from getting your hands on a gun.
Which is the way
Yeah,
it
that's
should
right.
be.
And so you heard the officials say
Yeah,
that
the
basically they're
right to
looking at
keep
all
and
those
bear arms
questions.
shall not be
And this is an
infringed.
issue that we should note
Don't
is not
think
unique to this
that's
community, right?
ambiguous.
How many times have we talked about these kinds of issues in other incidents? So it is certainly not something that is unique. Something that, though, is always scrutinized in these kinds of situations. What are those laws surrounding firearms? What laws could have prevented this? It is certainly something that we always hear debated.
There's no law.
In, unfortunately, what has become an all too common event.
All gun
Definitely.
laws are unconstitutional,
So,
and there's
listen,
already
Charles, let
laws
me
against
pivot over
murder.
to you because you know
But there's no
what
law
police
that
are
would
going
have
through right
prevented
now.
him from being able
They
to
are
get the
looking
weapon if he
for
wanted it,
this man, Robert
regardless
Card.
if he was
Initially, they had released information about
a
him
criminal
being
or
a
not.
firearms instructor. It turns out
He's a
that's not the
firearms
case.
instructor.
But he
The
No,
is
he's
That's what they
not.
said. No, he's not.
active
They
reserves. He's
debunked
got
that.
an
No, he
active
is not.
military
They
ID.
just
They
debunked
just
that.
From the
said
way
he's
he
not.
looks like he's
That
holding
was
the
some made
gun,
up bullshit from the
He
media.
works
it
at a
looks like he knows what
petroleum
he's doing.
place.
Yeah, he's a petroleum
Yeah,
expert,
there's
not
an
a
obvious
firearms
familiarity
instructor.
and
Hold on.
comfort with weapon handling.
Did they just say this like within the last few moments?
Yeah,
looking for this man, Robert Card. Initially, they had released information about him being a firearms instructor. It turns out that's not the case, but he
Not the
is
case.
in the reserves. He's got an active military ID.
Yep.
Still in
From the
reserves,
way he
would he
looks like
not
he's
have
holding the gun.
access
Yeah, there
to?
is a law against
It
shooting
looks like he
people
knows what he's doing.
indiscriminately, Divinity.
Yeah, there's an
100%.
obvious familiarity
but
and
still,
comfort with weapon handling.
When you walk in like that,
The only people that obey laws are the non-criminals, and criminals don't care about laws, turns out. So you can pass all the laws you want. All you do is make everyone else more vulnerable, because the people who obey the law are going to obey the law, and the criminals gonna crime. But just give up your guns, folks. The government will protect you. They promise.
No, I don't think that's a very good idea.
They promise.
Hoffer's right. Black market always exists.
Yep.
Yeah.
Laws don't help anyone. They hurt the community.
We should definitely go to a nation of lawlessness. Oh wait, we already are.
You can tell that by the photo that's been released. What I can tell you is I expected to hear what we heard in the press conference. The state police are now very clearly identified as the lead agency, working with the Lewiston police and being augmented by federal agencies and other local police in the area. Updates on victims. Unfortunately, those that have been injured, some may continue to pass. So we'll expect continuous updates on that. And the fact that Mr. Card is now a identified suspect, going from a person of interest now that the arrest warrant's been issued. What I can tell you, though, based on the fact that this is a rapid and ongoing investigation.
That's been updated as well then. Because he was just a person of interest for the longest time.
Well, for all night last night, but
Right. Now all of a sudden they're reporting, because this is only an hour old, this particular breaking news session that they're going through. So now they're saying that he's actually a suspect. There is a warrant for his arrest. Not just looking for him; they're actively
looking for
him.
Which
there
they
is
were definitely doing
information
last
about
night.
the individual that they're
I was just so
not
happen to
gonna
be
wanna
over that
release,
thought at the
or
same
that
time.
they don't know. And I think you heard that transparently during the press conference, that this is so rapidly evolving that they are conducting the investigation, not just in Maine, but across other states, to get as much information on the background of this individual as possible. And finally, they will issue a BOLO, a be on the lookout, for any type of vehicle, mode of transport associated and available to this suspect,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're going to cast as wide a net as they can and make sure that local authorities have that information. Technology is put in place, like license plate readers, to capture that in the event that he's on the run in a vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we point out that we had gotten some information yesterday. They had to issue a correction. So I'm sure moving forward, they want to be really careful about what they say about this investigation. But some of the details that they gave us yesterday that they sort of didn't want to really dive too much into during the press briefing was about his mental health status. That, according to police, there had been mental health issues, including hearing voices, and had possibly threatened to shoot up a military installation in southern Maine. What are some of the factors that influence the way this search will unfold? Or I guess the question that I am asking is, when you have somebody who knows his way around a gun and maybe in the middle of a mental health crisis, does that have an impact on the way the investigation or the search for him unfolds?
Well, I think right now the priority is to locate him. And I think there's no doubt, Amory, that authorities will go back and dissect what took place previously with respect to his mental health and any engagement with law enforcement. These are the common two areas where, unfortunately, in these types of situations, we see a gap in information sharing. Now, you brought up local laws. They do play a role. Maine does not have a red flag law that allows mental health officials to take action. They have what's called a yellow flag law, which means law enforcement are the only people that can take action regarding the removal of weapons from somebody suffering a mental health crisis. So the big question and the obvious question is, did mental health officials share information with law enforcement? Did law enforcement know what was going on with this individual regarding his weapons and how many weapons he had registered to himself?
Right. All really good questions. I was also, struck by the locations for these two mass shootings. Just in Time Recreation Center, Schmegley's Billiards Hall. I mean, no, it's in the middle of the week, but these are sort of family-friendly places.
Well, I can tell you they're soft targets, right? They're not going to have much. They're not going to have much in the way of security. The suspect likely knew that, pre-planned this attack. And look, it's a small town, and these were likely two popular places. So they became, based on the number of people that gather at these spots, high-value targets for this suspect. And so he knows the area. He knew where to go to carry out this attack. He knew that there would be little resistance in the way of security, and he had an escape plan. He knew exactly what he was going to do after he carried out the attack, and now he's on the run. So just because somebody is suffering from a mental health crisis, and I've got a lot of experience in dealing with people, unfortunately, that suffer from this, but they're still able to formulate a plan of attack. So you have to look, do they maintain the competency to formulate a plan and carry that out with the mental health crisis in the background, driving them to make very, very poor decisions, but take violent actions. But the fact that they can formulate the plan, the fact that they may have resources available to them, all of this goes towards the actual threat level that they present, not only during the attack, but after the attack.
Charles, makes a whole lot of sense when you talk about having a plan. He moved really quickly between those two locations. Elaine, quickly, during the press conference, we saw a lot of people standing up there. Which agencies are involved in this investigation?
Yeah, so we know among them, right, a number of federal agencies, including the U.S. Marshals, ATF, Alcohol, Tobacco and Firearms agents, the FBI. And then it's interesting, Anne-Marie, as we were standing here just a moment ago, we saw with its lights on, going down the road here very quickly, a Department of Homeland Security vehicle, a marked vehicle followed by an unmarked vehicle. They were speeding along in this direction behind me here, unclear what that was about. But it just goes to the enormous amount of resources being poured into this search right now.
Charles Marino, and Elaine Cano, thank you so much. Well, the new Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, spoke to reporters about the shooting in Maine earlier this morning. Let's take a listen.
We are receiving information about this horrific tragedy. It has moved everyone in the Congress, as you might imagine. Our hearts go out to all those involved, the families, of course, of the victims, and we're so grateful for law enforcement. We trust and hope and pray that they're able to apprehend this individual as quickly as possible. There's no more injury or loss of life. This is a dark time in America. We have a lot of problems, and we're really, really hopeful and prayerful. Prayer is appropriate in a time like this, that the evil can end and this senseless violence can stop. And so that's the statement this morning on behalf of the entire House of Representatives. Everyone wants this to end, and I'll leave it there.
Okay, I mean, so they're technically still looking for him. There's everybody fall asleep.
No, I just went. I turned myself off because I had a whining dog.
He's still technically out there, so they still haven't.
I fell asleep.
I don't know where he's at. Obviously, the guy knows the area well enough where he can get away with hiding out for as long as he has.
And if he can jump on a boat, no telling where he is.
No, we just dealt with an active-ish shooter, whatever, within the last few weeks in Pennsylvania.
There's gonna be more. They're going to ramp up.
No,
Yeah.
right, but what I'm saying is we just dealt with one within the last month.
Yep.
Right, out of Pennsylvania or whatever. This that took millions of dollars and so many days for them to finally get at. Are they going to do the same thing with this? Are they actually turn this into this big, huge manhunt, wasting money? I really seriously hope not. I mean, I get it. You got to find the guy.
You really seriously hope not at the same. I'm actually kind of with Div on this one. He'll be DOA. They can't let this guy talk out loud or testify in court because the MK Ultra information might come up and like the programming here might be exposed, and I shouldn't say too much more. Frog does these things on YouTube. It's a bad place for this conversation. But I'm sure he was on like SSRIs and
wasting money. Yeah, because when you would look at the one that would happen in Pennsylvania, they had this big, huge encompass of where they said that he was supposed to be, and he was nowhere near there. He was nowhere near there. And they did this for days before they finally captured him.
Bye, Jimmy.
Later, Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy must got busy with the puppos.
We broke Jimmy.
That's okay. He'll be back someday.
Have we asked Jimmy his opinion on the pending condition of the international situation? Because unlike all of the rest of us, Jimmy is still at that age where he is eligible for selective service. And I want to hear Jimmy's TikTok video about Gen Z getting drafted.
Yeah.
Because he's Gen Z, right? Technically?
I don't know. I can't keep them all straight.
I mean, Jimmy's only like 25. He's got to be Gen Z.
He was like 28.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he was 24. Frog would know.
Yeah, beautifully Div. I think the guy's got schizophrenia because that's when you hear voices.
I mean, schizoaffective disorder will do the same, but so will being pumped full of super powerful psychotropic drugs and then having people whisper shit in your ear while you're in basically a very suggestible state.
Maybe, dude. I thought he was closer to 28.
I don't think so.
He's right in between my two kids. I know that.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he?
He is.
26 might be right, because I think Jimmy is ageless, okay, but he's also draftable.
Hi, Charlemagne.
He kind of is. Hey, what's
Yeah.
up, Charlemagne?
We're still debating on how old he actually is. Jimmy, how old are you?
We know how old Jimmy is. He's 26.
55?
55.
He said 55.
Okay. I'm so glad you're my age.
Jimmy speed limit 55.
Poor dude. I can't drive.
You look like shit for
God.
55.
Yeah, dude.
Hang on.
You don't look a day over 70.
I try.
You have an orange cat?
What?
He's
That's
babysitting.
an orange cat.
That's not mine. It just
Why
likes
are,
on me.
why are all... Oh, that's not an orange cat. That's an orange and white cat. Never mind. It's not the same thing.
I have an orange cat, and he's a jerk.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, I have an orange cat, and he's a jerk, too. Like, I'm pretty sure all orange cats are assholes. Fucking gingers.
Well, it doesn't help. Mine's got Maine Coon in him, so he's got this snippy attitude, too. Like
Mine doesn't, but he doesn't know that because for just a common orange tabby house cat, he's astronomically large, probably 17, 18 pounds maybe, like big fucking cat.
Yeah, it's about mine.
And he's
Be close to
had
that
one
or not.
eye ever since he came into the family. Like he
He's a
came to
one-eyed
us.
Jack.
Yeah, I mean one-eyed Pete, but I call him one-eyed fucker because he's a fucker.
Can you hear that noise behind me?
Yeah, it sounds like Cool Frog.
It's my dogs. My dogs are playing. Yeah, my cat is huge. He's
Is
a
it?
huge pain in my butt.
My cat's really long. And he's kind of fat, but he's also a killing machine. I have never seen a more deadly cat in my life.
Oh no, mine's fat and lazy.
Oh, yeah, see, my cat, ever since he came into our family, he's got a body count of like 60 dead things that he's brought. Oh, there he is. Speaking, we were just talking about you, giant orange feck. He's like, I'm going to go lay on your couch. What are you going to do, Hume? Nothing. I hear you
Vicky,
talking
left
about
or
me.
right? Left or right?
What?
Left or right?
Right. What's right?
One was on the left, one was on the right. It was either the House or the Senate.
Oh, what did I pick?
The house.
The House.
You weren't right wing.
See?
Senate's left wing.
It does sound like a cow, doesn't it? No, it's the puppy and the big dog playing on the ground. And I'd stop them, but
Shiloh mania.
shits out of everything right now. So
Hey, Orange Feck, what are you doing over there? It's funny that I started talking about this bastard and he heard me and he was like, oh, I'm going to come down here and monitor you. And if you talk shit about me to your friends on the internet, I'm going to eat your eyeballs while you sleep. Roby's a psychopath.
I won't let the cats into our room when we sleep.
I think you said all that.
Trying to ensure the taxpayers' dollars are used efficiently and that we get government off the path
the financial ruin. I reserve.
Gentleman, Montana
Will the
reserves.
gentleman yield?
For
Will the
what?
gentleman yield? I need
He's
a
already
clar-
yielded back.
Pardon?
I mean, he's already reserved. I'm sorry. For what purpose?
Parliamentary authority. When the gentleman began his remarks, he
Like they don't even know how to do their own job. I mean, reserve. I mean,
I mean, he's the least experienced House
Maybe he was
Speaker in the
sleeping.
history of 184 years or whatever, ever maybe.
no.
And this is literally his first day. Give him a
Wasn't
break.
even him.
No, it was him.
Excuse me, Mr. Speaker. This is for.
He's got one job.
Excuse me.
He's the one who didn't.
I think the record will
What the
have to be
fuck are you
corrected.
doing? I'm gonna kick your ass.
You must be
What are
talking
you
to your
doing?
cat.
Yes.
For what purposes?
I have no idea what the fuck he's doing. What are you doing?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah?
In regard to the energy and water.
I don't blame you, dude.
For the House today, I respectfully
God.
rise in opposition to the amendment. We discussed earlier today in some very strong and positive debates about the role of the NNSA and the strong nuclear arsenal
He's
aspect
posing.
of the department is so critically important, and I
Is this guy a
debated
Democrat?
against my Democratic colleagues in that
Oh,
regard.
he's a
It's all part of this great energy and
Republican.
water bill. It is a wonderful,
He's a
robust
Democrat.
bill, not only for the Department of Energy, but also for the water side.
Republican of Tennessee.
The reduction proposed
Yeah, he's a
in this
Democrat.
amendment would negatively impact
I mean-
national security and critical infrastructure programs in the bill. As I alluded to, this bill has both defense and non-defense spending in it. The amendment makes no
I hear a
distinction
tadpole.
in the reduction.
Do I
Instead,
see what?
allowing the Biden administration to administer the reductions as they see fit. And I would not trust the administration to do that. I think Congress needs to do that. That would likely affect the NNSA, as I've alluded to. And I cannot respectfully support any amendment that would jeopardize the balance of this bill. Therefore, I oppose the gentleman's amendment, and I yield back.
Man, it's almost 2024, guys.
Montana.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker,
When you were younger, did you ever think you'd make it this long?
No.
Me neither. Back in the 80s, it seemed like 2020s was like
Energy has done nothing to show
freaking lifetime away.
I didn't think I'd make it to the age 20.
Yeah, when I was 20, there were a lot of experts in being 50 that told me I was probably not going to make it to 25, but I showed those motherfuckers.
Shows a lack of
Me almost 40.
people and industries, even as they are necessary during.
I didn't even end up in prison for any significant length of time. So
I
suck it,
never
you
ended in
suckers.
prison.
Are the ones at
Just
the lowest end of the
chill for
Quite
a
frankly,
weekend.
if you just look at one section of this legislation, we don't have our national defense. One section, $1.2 billion. The Office of Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy is where the federal government is picking winners and losers to try and develop different types of fuel, including biofuels and batteries, and the federal government should not be involved in that. The free market knows how to do it. They know how to do it the best. They have demonstrated they know how
Yes,
to do it.
tadpole. Run away. Run
With that, I
away.
reserve.
Gentleman, Montana reserves.
What did we did?
Only time.
Wait. Oh.
Mr. Speaker, again, I would just like to say that there's no reason that we cannot remove a meager $1.55 billion from this total bill. And I would.
Okay. I
What's
don't
going
know
on?
him.
Question on the amendment offered before.
Oh, dude from Montana. I don't know him.
See, the guy that's up on the thing is not
Those
not the Speaker of the House.
Opinion of the
Oh, it
chair.
isn't?
He's no, it's not.
Agreed to.
Who's that dude?
There's a whole list of people that he gets to put out of people that get to man pro
Pursuant to Clause
tempore
6 of Rule 18,
his
further
job.
proceedings on the amendment offered by the
And
gentleman
he listed
from
that those
Montana
people out
will
yesterday.
be postponed.
There's a list of people that said pro tempore was going to be this person, this
For what
person, this
purpose the
person, this
gentleman
person,
from
this
Ohio
person.
seeks
And when they listed them all off, all those people will be up on that podium at some point in time throughout the whole session of the 118th Congress.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'd like to thank Ranking Member Capter for her leadership in yielding the time, and I'd want to thank the gentleman from
Yeah.
Tennessee and all the professional staff who've been working hard the past day and a half to get appropriations back on track in the People's House. I rise in opposition to HR.
Made it to 2023. Yeah, let's see if we all make it anything further than 2023.
And weeks of geopolitical chaos on Capitol Hill.
Oh yeah, we made it to 2023. You're right.
With the American
Mm-hmm.
Not my speaker either.
of American innovation.
We got what?
Benefiting our
2
neighbors
more
and
months.
communities all
He's got a lot of proving himself to do.
The speaker's wearing a black suit and a red tie today.
See, over the past year, since Democrats passed and President Biden signed
He needs to be wearing
infrastructure and clean energy
a
and American
jumpsuit.
workers, the American
Oh,
economy has been booming. And our neighbors are
all politicians for prison.
good paying jobs are being created and here is not building
That's
safer,
loud.
healthier, more resilient communities. Infrastructure and clean energy are reducing
Let's
pollution,
just start calling them all pants.
improving our health, and
Pants.
countering China's push to control supply chains. And that's why this GOP bill must fail. The GOP bill takes America backwards. The GOP bill is a gift to China. And this
What does it
is
do?
a recipe for higher energy bills. The Democrats simply are not going to let the GOP take us backwards.
Quit beating around the bush.
Clean energy law, the Inflation Reduction Act. And let me tell you, it's been difficult to keep up with all of the announcements of new American factories and jobs in Ohio, in Tennessee, in Kentucky, Georgia, South Carolina, Pennsylvania, you name it. I keep a list here. Sonova, U.S. solar
Well,
manufacturer,
you're right
in
proud of
Northwest
that little
Georgia
list, ain't
announced
you?
240 jobs. They're the ones who fought cheap Chinese exports. Stellantis and Samsung.
I swear, every so often I hear Nova in a conversation. I'm just like, why do I keep hearing that? Yes. Every so often I'll hear Nova in a conversation, and I'm just be like,
huh? I mean, the list goes
and it's just a random conversation and it has nothing to do with Nova. But then,
So anyway, I was taking my car to the gas station, Nova.
And the chips and science. We've seen about $500 million in new investments, about 1,700
Sonova.
Across the country. At the lowest estimate, about 170,000 new jobs. America
Nova Scotia.
Of the world.
Yeah, hit the like button.
Energy laws. Say it again.
Smash it. See, Tim gets it.
If we have something fun enough and exhilarating enough, you know, Divinity would probably come join us.
Exhilarating.
I X'd out.
Estimate about
Yeah, we ain't on Rumble.
New jobs.
Divinity, yeah. If we were on Rumble, maybe Divinity joins us.
Right.
And our
But we got
economy is booming, and we're not going to let the Republicans take us backwards.
Well, there's 1,000 people over here on the YouTube side.
Gross domestic product.
No, there aren't. There are 9.
Services produced in the United States
rose
at 4.
I was like, really?
Mine says 9 watching now.
Smoking way too much.
Anyone expected.
Right now.
Private sector investment is flocking to clean energy and
Exhilarating.
infrastructure
What?
projects in
See?
your districts and mine.
Nothing's
Clean
exhilarating.
energy projects don't just create new good-paying jobs. They
We'll
also
make
lower
exhilarating on
costs for
Friday
every
night.
home and all American families. And we need it. In the Tampa-St. Pete area that I have the privilege of representing, electric bills are out of sight.
Mm-hmm.
Astronomical.
Out of sight.
In a single year, this past year, The average Tampa Electric Company customer.
Oh my God, I haven't heard that term in a long time. Let's start using that.
Shiloh Ming has a question.
Why?
When's the next
I dig
drawing
it.
stream, Jimmy? I gotta put it on my calendar.
Max drawing stream tomorrow.
Cleaner, cheaper energy.
Oh, sweet.
And energy efficiency.
Are you going to have anybody with you? Or are you just going to do it on your own?
To lower people's electric bills.
If
And we
anybody
do
would
not
like to
let
join me,
citizens
I would love to
gut
have some company.
what we're doing in
Otherwise, I'll
clean
just
energy
probably be
to
by
lower
myself.
electric bills. Here's another good
All
new
by
report. The Floridians all over
Obama self?
Biden administration now is
All
Florida
by
$106 million in federal funds to lower home energy bills.
He's not joining this for.
Of extreme weather, extreme heat across the country that's hurting farmers. It's fueling fires.
Riding that
It's fueling
mic
costly extreme weather events, higher
with the
insurance
sheet.
premiums. Indeed, we
My
just
drawing stream is going to be in the morning.
on record it was roasting.
Huh?
Sweet.
I
We've
say
got reduced
my drawing
pollution
stream
and
is
it's
going to be
causing this
in the
so much
morning, in
heating
the
and a
AM.
higher cost on
In the-
communities. So
are you
that's
still
why I'm
joining us?
offering this motion
See.
to recommit today at the appropriate
joining us?
time to
See.
send this bill back to committee.
Mañana.
If the House was permitted, I would have offered the motion with an important amendment
tomorrow
to this
night.
bill. My
See,
amendment would
yes, I'll
strike
be
Gentlewoman's
my
time.
my hearing wasn't hearing
at
you
the end of the
correctly.
debate, insert
I
the
see.
record the text of this
Gentlewoman's
amendment.
time has expired.
Vote yes on this amendment, and please tank this bill to take us backwards. I yield back the balance of my time. Thank you.
I think that was a little bit of sarcasm there.
See, we all want to know what time you're going to be drawing in the morning.
Balance of my time. Thank you.
And Divinity says, "Oh heck yeah!"
It is now in order to consider Amendment 59, printed
What
on
time?
Part B of House 118-2.
Charlemagne wants you to sing some more.
Gentleman from Montana seek recognition.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have an amendment at the desk.
Clerk would designate the amendment.
Amendment number 59, printed in Part B of House Report number 118-242.
Now my speaker!
Mr. Rosendale of Montana.
Pursuant to House Resolution 7.
Probably 8 o'clock.
Yeah, okay.
8 o'clock sounds like a good time in the morning.
Each will control 5 minutes. The chair recognizes the gentleman from Montana.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my amendment number 59 reduces
Should I
spending
turn this down a little
specifically.
bit?
It cuts funding for the Army Corps of Engineers back to the
It's too
fiscal
loud.
22 levels. This year's appropriation would increase Army Corps' funding by $910 million
So
from last year.
let's see here.
My amendment
Tomorrow,
would reduce funding for the Army Corps by
Jimmy's going to be
$620
drawing in the
million
morning.
in order to bring it back to
And
the fiscal
then
22 levels. That
we have
still leaves in
open
place
mic.
a $290
We're going to do that early.
million increase.
Sheets.
Did we say an
the
hour
Army
early?
Corps of
Is that what we
Engineers
did?
has a long
2 hours
We
early.
did 2 hours early? We did 2 hours early.
The
For
6:30
taxpayers' money
Mountain Standard
is
Time.
not
Or
to
no,
reward
I said
them with more
tomorrow.
money.
Oh,
Tomorrow, we're
for-
doing regular
No,
time
that's
tomorrow?
9:30. 9:30. That's what.
We did an hour early for Friday.
Yeah, I was gonna say 9:30 is what Div put on the thumbnail, but
An hour
Army
early.
Corps
Right.
projects running
Yeah.
well beyond their budgets, and then turning to state
So
and local
then,
governments to make up the cost. The
That's
Army
gonna
Corps
that's gonna be fun. You don't know who's gonna show up.
trying to transfer
Lots of links
costs,
usually go out on that
operation,
night.
and maintenance of
And
the fish bypass channels, which is part of the Lower
last week
Yellowstone irrigation
was
project.
lit.
The Army
And
Corps
I know there's just a
agreed
bunch of them that were excited to come back.
they agreed to take
And
the farmers
there's going to be a
and
bunch of
ranchers
us
who are
wearing
already facing increased
ghost
costs. In
costumes.
fact, before the Army Corps
Ghost
engineers
costumes.
even lift the ribbon on this project, dependable, reliable source of
Jimmy, you can wear hats.
approximately 58,000
That can be your costume.
land in 4 irrigation districts.
I think I got something.
The Army Corps of
Yay!
proposed a fish
11
bypass
a.m. avocado time.
to address the pallid sturgeon populations.
That
in
must
the
be for
lower
Jimmy.
Missouri River. It was cheaper. Not
And then
Avocado time. Is that what they call it now?
I guess.
nor
I
did
guess.
they receive more
And then
water or
Saturday, Darth is going to join me on locals.
just quite the opposite is
sorry, no.
8:30.
function
I'll
as
be with
well.
Shenny earlier than that. With Shenny and Digger.
The Army Corps now wants to
Because,
license
you know.
Nobody here knows who that is.
Yeah, they do.
350 families
Some do.
and
Yeah, they do.
communities that rely upon this
What
irrigation.
about the people who don't?
You should know.
This burden,
If you don't know.
standing by the Corps of
Sunday.
should only be transferred
Exploring spirituality.
Rally.
you'll have,
decided to place the pallid sturgeon on the endangered species list
for the first
and
time
should pay for
ever,
the consequences and
Lady
costs
Frog,
resulting from that action.
Yay!
Not the small community
as well
that has
as
relied
the
upon
rest
this
of the Frog
irrigation
Army,
for over past
Div,
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I will
Squab,
reserve.
Gentleman reserves.
Vicky,
Gentleman, for what purpose does the
Darth.
gentleman from Tennessee rise? Excuse me.
For sure. Those are the ones that I'd asked if they would show. Everybody else that wants to, you're always invited.
You don't show
Don't ever think that you're not invited. And I know that there's a couple other people that had requested to show up. If I didn't call your name and know you had requested, please hit me up. We will figure it out and we'll get you the link. I'm not opposed to anybody, and we'll be on Rumble. We'll be on Rumble, so don't. There's reasons. There's reasons. There's so many things that you just can't do here. I mean, even today, I'm just kind of like, let's see if this show sits today. See if it sits. Because there's a couple of things that kind of got hit on that we kind of, you have a
this magnitude would, in my view, undermine public safety
chance
and
to,
America's economic competitiveness.
I don't
It's in
know,
that regard I respect
say
the
things that you just don't want to say. Can't say.
Right? Rumble's much easier to be yourself.
Mr. Speaker, fiscal
And when you get into different things like that, like the religious talk, like it is, if it's tagged right, you don't know who's gonna show up and who's gonna say what.
Yep.
So there's multiple reasons for Rumble. Make sure that you're over on that Rumble side for that.
Divinity makes my point.
$57 billion representing
What's that?
the most largest civil engineering project.
Say more about Shinny Graham and Digger 420. Oh, you don't know about Shinny Graham? Okay,
Yeah, I
gotcha.
told you that people didn't know, but
Shinny Graham, Digger 420.
You should.
I'll be
put
back.
it-
More cool frog. So basically, what happens is every Saturday, about let's say it's about 5 o'clock Mountain, maybe 4, depends on the day, depends on how quickly they're moving. Myself, I have the tendency to join them. Mighty Meat joins every once in a while. You might get others dependent. Nander's been known to show.
Gentleman reserves.
Wait a
And
minute.
I joined.
Andor showed up on there?
joined. She has. I've joined Shenny to do a relaxed Saturday afternoon stream where we just kind of sit around, chit chat, and craft. The last couple of shows that I was with her on, I built a couple different Lego creations. This coming week, I got something else to do, just something creative, something different, so that we can turn a camera on and just sit around and chit chat and have a good time, hang out with chat. Shenny's good stuff. It's fun to talk to.
Yeah, she's funny. She's good people.
I know there's a couple of people around here that have been able to tune in.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise as the designee of the gentleman from Texas, and I have an amendment at the desk.
Sam, I have
Clerk will designate the amendment.
the best voices ever.
Right? I agree, Div.
Pursuant to House Resolution
We'll see.
756,
We'll see.
the gentleman from Montana,
We'll see how well
Rosendale,
Lady Frog stands up with the bunch of us. Because I know there's I know
Oh, she'll be fine.
I know she'll be fine, but I know that there's a lot of strong voices and strong opinions. So
Well,
should be
if we
very
let
fun.
her
Very
do
fun.
her voicing, let her, everybody be quiet so she can voice her opinion, and then everybody can add to it instead of talking.
Yeah,
over
and then you can all
everybody.
shoot it down.
Because we all have a tendency to talk over each other, don't we?
Efficiency spending based on race, migrant status.
Darth says, "Come on, Darth, you're sitting right here. Have you ever heard Divinity's voice though?
I was talking to Divinity.
He's got a point.
Yeah.
and
I do
technological
have a point.
method with which we can fuel everything that we have.
Oh, Neil Hamilton sound like a deer.
Vehicles, and to base it.
It's like
y'all were gonna
pulling
make some
teeth trying to
cheese
get
scrambled
Charlemagne to come join me.
I mean, you might as well just ask for a purple unicorn.
May I have a purple unicorn?
Because you got a better chance of getting a purple unicorn than you got of getting Charlemagne on the stream. Unless your name is the expert.
Sustain
This was
pushing
accurate.
everything to renewable energies.
I'll be right back.
Operating at
On the Xbox? It's been a
Ain't none
while.
of us got that kind of pull.
Garth, Vicky, you fancy yourselves cooked?
A what?
You
Say
fancy
what?
yourselves like good in the kitchen?
Mm,
No.
I'm better on the grill.
Okay.
I can bake. I'm
I
pretty
can
good at baking.
follow. I can follow directions.
I can do crock pots. Those are great to use. I love doing
Let's
crock
go
pot
like this.
recipes.
If
I'm
you were
not super
making
creative.
scrambled eggs,
As at the end of this
if you were
Oh,
making
that shit.
scrambled eggs
No.
with cheese, would you put cheddar on it? Pepper.
Yes, absolutely.
Of course.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the shredded cheese?
I mean, I would get a
Scrambled
block
eggs?
of mild
Yeah.
cheddar and shred it myself, but
Ooh, I
No
like
way.
sharp cheddar.
if you really want the ingredients for proper scrambled eggs, it's shredded mild or I mean, I guess you could go with a sharp, but I go with a mild cheddar. I go with a
What the hell are you talking? I
medium
come back here talking about food.
salsa and a little bit of like fried up
Cooking.
Italian sausage in that. That's a proper.
Nah, you gotta just slap them little squares of the American cheese on top. That's what you do.
I mean,
Disgusting.
Amazing.
I hate fake
Oh,
cheese.
okay, Jimmy, I got a
Delicious.
question for you.
Delicious.
Velveeta shells and
Ow.
cheese or SpaghettiOs? Which one of these
So much
things is more
sodium
edible?
in that shit.
Which one is more edible?
Yep, the Velveeta Deluxe shells and cheese or SpaghettiOs.
I'm trying to
Neither.
go keto, so neither. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll
well,
eat the shells and
that's
cheese
fair.
before I eat the SpaghettiOs.
If you weren't on a keto kick, though,
Okay. If I wasn't on a keto, which would I rather eat?
yeah.
Man,
Ooh, yes,
I don't know.
Charlemagne
I really like
deluxe
the
shredded
shells and
cheese.
cheese. Not
Yum.
gonna lie.
That's 3 for shells and cheese and 0 for Team SpaghettiOs. Suck it,
Nobody
Divinity.
likes SpaghettiOs. Stop it.
Oh, my
I mean, if
children.
I get the
No,
choice
Divinity was
between the two, come
Divinity was
on.
absolutely hating on Velveeta shells and cheese, and then I find out she eats SpaghettiOs.
You eat
I was like, what? What?
You eat
No.
SpaghettiOs?
That's disgusting.
Do you eat them out of the can? That's what I want to know. Do you eat them straight out of the can?
No, she makes them. She makes them herself.
Reduced it down to 347.
Now, if she was making homemade raviolis, now that's a different thing. SpaghettiOs is totally different. You open that can.
No, she's
Velveeta
making
shells and
homemade-
cheese needs hot
homemade
sauce and it's
spaghetti
fine. Yeah, or something like a hamburger patty.
Sounds like makes pizza. Ooh.
Labor practices around the world. I reserve it.
Gentlemen, reserves.
I
Piece of
really gotten
meatloaf.
into eating what the hell is it? Certain kind of pizza. Alfredo pizza. Chicken Alfredo pizza. Oh my gosh.
Yuck.
Oh, it's so good.
Nobody should put white creamy sauces on anything.
Oh, it's so good.
Stop it.
You got an insecurity, Frog? Should we talk about
You
this?
got a problem with white creamy sauces, Frank?
Yes, I do. I have a problem with white creamy sauces.
I bet you don't like eating glizzies either, do you?
What the fuck are you talking about?
A glizzy, dog. A hot dog, you know? A glizzy.
Glizzy?
A glizzy. This is what people are calling hot dogs nowadays.
See, now, if you were to say glizzy to me, I would think like a glazed donut.
Well,
Like,
see,
that's
that's
what-
what I'm like. I'm like, it's just like glazed, and then you're like, no, it's a hot dog. So
Yeah,
then
it's
you
a hot
know, thinking glazed hot dogs it sounds disgusting and very,
Pizza
very
Kitchen's barbecue
inappropriate.
chicken pizza is amazing.
Sounds
That
kind of
sounds
sexual. to me.
good, Div.
good.
Sorry.
Too bad I don't live anywhere near Cali. With a salad on top? Fuck both of you, Cali. Ramen zizzes.
No, Nandor, you know what a glizzy is, right?
Nandor. Nandor, we said your name and we brought you here. Look at that. We were just talking about you.
Part B of House Report number 118.
Don't you start that now, you weirdo.
Of Florida.
Court of Voters been requested. Those who support the request for a vote will rise and be counted.
I can't help myself when Nandor's around.
Stop it! Don't freak me out that way.
Blade.
No, I don't think they caught the guy yet.
Why so
No, they-
serious?
He's still on the loose.
Oh, are you going to do it now, Jimmy? You do it, Jimmy.
I don't know how I got these scars.
I wonder if Robert Card dug an underground bunker and is provisioned for the next 3 years.
Ooh.
He's just gonna lay low till they declare him unfindable, and then he's gonna pop out.
Members voting now on more amendments to the 2024 Energy and Water Bill. It includes $61 billion in discretionary spending. The White House opposes the bill and has issued a veto threat against it. While
Nice.
members are voting here, we'll show you House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries' news conference from earlier today. This is a 15-minute vote.
Looks like it's gonna be a straight up nay.
Yeah, this is looking like a no, but bipartisan fuck off. I mean, there's only like 10 people in there, and they've already got 5 votes in.
Chaos, dysfunction, and extremism that has been visited upon the American people for the entirety of this.
Ah, poopy poop.
Before I say anything further, let me just communicate on behalf of House Democrats how heartbroken we are by the tragedy.
Stop talking with his fingers in his hands.
Killing and slaughter once again.
Movements just aren't the same as what they should be.
Americans, families.
That's because they have the camera too zoomed in.
Is he talking about yesterday?
He's still doing all the hand gestures, you just can't see them.
Maine, and will do so in every way possible.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Moving.
Turn him up a little bit, Frog.
It's also important that we stand by
Just
our
a
law
touch.
enforcement
There.
individuals, the law enforcement community, the first responders.
Oh, hi, Nandor.
There is an active manhunt underway. And hopefully
Good to see you.
Jimbo?
murderer of a suspect
Making
will
food?
be apprehended.
No, just cleaning up after doing it.
And thereafter, we can
Somebody has Discord open.
about
Yeah.
how
Uh-oh.
to try to
Is it me?
confront
Somebody. It
Somebody
wasn't
just
me.
got a couple of messages or
That
something.
was me. It wasn't me.
here in the United States of America.
It could have been me.
President Biden continues to show
I
tremendous
didn't see my screen.
No.
This is going to be a
Nandor,
thing
no.
now, day streams? Say yes.
Yes. Don't do that. Weird meow.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Frog. 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 Frog.
Frog.
Fuck off.
Sent over from the United States Senate. President
You're going to do ASMR now.
some of the domestic priorities for the American people.
Jeff, for real, it's gross.
Yeah. For real, fuck off. Frog. Fuck off. Seriously, I'm not playing.
As well as making sure there's additional funding.
Creeping me out, man.
See, you got somebody. Nander says, now I need a cold shower.
Oh, jeez.
Well, that's okay. I got Div. Puffer, beautifully.
House
on
should
our
be
side that
permitted
says
to act
stop, don't touch me.
No,
This
see,
is
beautifully
my
wasn't really
no-no
saying
square.
stop at first. She was screaming my name. Frog!
And then she
Okay,
puts
there's
the
the
stop
stop.
in on you. Like,
Republican
I
partisanship is over. The time for Republican brinksmanship is over. Enough of the chaos. Enough of the dysfunction.
You're gonna do it again, are you?
Together in a bipartisan way to get back to business.
God, sometimes I swear he's like my own personal Nova.
So, Mandar, it seems as though everybody has a problem with us. We need to set up our own stream so we can whisper at each other, and then everybody
There
can
you go.
just be
There you go.
disturbed.
Yeah.
So whenever you want to do that, you know.
Y'all can do you. Yeah, whatever it is.
Talk about
Oh man.
we expect to have a conversation with him today at some point later on this morning or this afternoon. And we expect that in the context of that conversation, the urgent need to support the Ukrainian people will come up. Supporting Ukraine is the right thing to
Audience
do.
of 0 apparently.
terms
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. You never know. You never know because though they say what they say,
an ally of
doesn't mean they won't mute themselves and put themselves in chat.
Here's a really fun question. If guns were outlawed, but you could carry a sword, what would you carry?
democratic values. Because all across the world,
My human sword.
between democracy,
I mean, the answer to this question is very easy.
freedom,
the sword,
tyranny.
I
No.
want a cane sword, but I want a cane sword that you can like smack on the ground and it'll turn into one of those like whip swords, you know?
Ooh.
Russia,
Okay.
Vladimir Putin stands on the side.
You
That would
mean
be
like what's her name from Mortal Kombat? Or no, that wasn't Mortal Kombat. That was Soul Calibur.
Oh, Ivy.
Who's been playing Mortal
Ivy's.
Kombat lately?
See,
Yeah,
but
Ivy from Soul Calibur. Yep.
that wasn't a cane. This is more like from Bloodborne. If you ever played
Hey,
that.
what's up,
I've
Kayla?
never played that one.
Oh, dude, one of the first weapons you can
Kayla.
get is this weapon. It's awesome. Put some fire on it. It's sick as hell. Does shit tons of damage.
The correct answer is if guns were outlawed, but you could carry a sword, what would you carry? The answer, a gun.
The pen is mightier than the sword. I mean, yeah, I
Sword.
guess it really is mightier than the sword because there's
What?
no such thing as a sword.
What?
Swarmy sword.
All right, I'll be right back, y'all. This cat.
Some history buff is going to be like, actually, in 23 BC, the sword was used quite widely in this region.
Yeah, the sword.
Well, I congratulate Speaker Johnson on his elevation, and I don't doubt his sincere commitment to.
The pen just took the
You're gonna
sword
go outside,
from
ain't
being a
you?
sword to being nothing.
Yep.
Strongly disagree
I want to go outside.
with many of them.
My room's starting to look like Halloween puked in it.
The type of
Okay.
inclusive America that should be about freedom and opportunity in every single zip code. As has been the case with other Republican leaders on the other side of the aisle, including the former speaker. I look forward to an open, an honest, a communicative, and forward-looking relationship.
Sward, land covered with
Where
grassy
we'll
turf.
understand.
Well, okay
We
then.
will agree to disagree with each other.
It's like a
Personally disagreeable. However,
You what?
as House Democrats have made clear from the very beginning,
It's like a what?
you're going
A fjord.
extremism
Fjord.
necessary. Extremism as it relates to the
Oh
attacks
no,
on the LGBTQ
no.
community. Extremism
We've got
as it
rain
relates
and
to
snow
trying to
coming.
undermine a woman's freedom.
Oh, that
It's been
explains
raining
my
here all day, but
head.
now it stopped raining, and I know this because a cat came and demanded I open the door.
Medicare as we know it, and we will push back against extremism as it relates to
So
our
it's trying to
very
kill me.
democracy and the efforts
Seriously.
that have been undertaken in the past to halt the peaceful transfer of power. My remarks yesterday were not directed at any one individual. I only referenced the incoming speaker at the very end when I
Uh-oh.
handed him the gavel.
What's he talking about?
My remarks were directed at the entirety of the House Republican Conference. That's what we're focused on, their extremism. And at this point, Speaker Johnson and the House Republicans will have a choice. Are they going to double down on the chaos, triple down on the dysfunction, and quadruple down on their extremism? Or are they going to partner with us in a bipartisan way to solve problems for hardworking American taxpayers?
Huh.
Remains to be seen. Second row.
Marjorie Taylor Greene introduced a resolution this morning to censure Palestinian Israel. Do you have a response to that, and do you expect that some Democrats may support that resolution?
Well, this fun is making me want
to. That with all of the challenges we're confronting right now, House Republicans are racing to once again lift up something that Marjorie Taylor Greene is doing.
Oh, wait.
Whatever.
That their focus continues to be
That's fun to come back to.
place.
What?
Slob.
On issues
Good job.
like inflation and
It is a word.
affordability.
And yes, Nandor, Divinity is only on Rumble. Divinity 143. The way you see it there.
Divinity 143, the cool kid on Rumble.
Nandor.
Clearly, House Republicans.
Well, maybe. Sorry, Jerry. Nandor, are you still in Florida? Are you still stuck in Florida? Or did you get out of there?
Ish.
Have the best interest of the American people.
I think she got out of there.
Cheers.
As far as Divinity goes, Mondays and Tuesdays at noon Eastern.
Noon Eastern. She does a show at noon Eastern.
Right. I was questioning the noon Eastern.
Yeah.
Noon Eastern, Monday, Tuesday, on Rumble, Divinity 143.
Yep.
Totally check her out.
You should.
I mean, she does a good job. She's got a Canadian with her too.
No, you didn't have to mention that part. We were trying to sell this. We were trying to sell this to people.
It may not be squat, but it is for my head. Thank you.
It's always 420 Mr. Squabbles. I don't know who the fuck
I
told
hope we
you.
do something tonight, Div. That would be freaking awesome.
I would so attend a Divinity stream if she did one tonight.
Yeah, me too.
But Divinity's got a very, she takes her shit very seriously, so if she doesn't have content that she is interested in talking about, she's just not coming on. Holy shit, I'm that old too.
Yay, Nandor, you're home. Congratulations.
It is not a
That'd be
hobby, it's a way
nice.
of life.
And so hopefully, as Speaker
No, it's not a hobby.
Johnson has outlined, he's taking any government
Keep her
shutdown
going.
off the table. That would be a very responsible thing to do.
Holy crap.
Feels Dillard trending.
Nandor. A gator showed up about 50 feet from my job site. It lit a fire under my ass to hurry up. Holy crap.
I mean, it's just a gator.
Not in my view.
It depends on how big that gator is.
Stay here. Stay here.
Oh, man. Oh, squab.
Yeah, I know Squab because I'm one, right? I'm the first one. He's told me before.
Right, Nandor.
This is another picture of a completely different dude. What the fuck?
Excuse me, Bob? Squab? Sometimes you throw some crazy things up there.
Hold the
You're
fuck on.
Okay.
Before you bring this up, Mr. Cool Frog, actually look at it.
Good to know, Squab.
What that extension should potentially look like. We haven't given up on the possibility of a bipartisan farm bill.
Hold on.
What are you bringing up?
I'm sending Frog something. He has to look at it first before he brings it up. Because he might not want to. He might want to save this for later. But additional information that I found while scrolling through Twix.
Yes, but Nandor, have you seen his ass?
I would have ran from what? I would not have ran from a gator. You want to, like, get a gator to chase you? Run from it. I would have backed away slowly, and I'd have been aiming at its head the entire time, and I'd have said, Gator, if you come at me, fuck around and find out. Let's see if your head is 9mm proof. Fuck out of here.
It is, unless you hit it in the exact right spot.
Between its eyes?
No, right in the eye socket. Right in the eye socket.
Divinity puffer.
Oh my.
Seriously, if you really want to see where a gator is dangerous, you have to be near water for
Gators say that.
For the gator to be seriously dangerous. Like a gator on land, not so dangerous. Not as dangerous as you might think anyway. Still dangerous. Don't get it wrong.
Still fast.
They are fast, and they can swing their tails with incredible force. Like if you get hit with one of their tail shots, you're gonna feel that. But if you can get behind a gator, you can literally hold its mouth closed with 2 fingers. Like they have no up pressure on their jaws. All the down pressure, like they can break your leg if they snap them jaws on you. But if you can get them closed, you can just hold them closed with your fingers.
Yeah. You got to really hold on tight, though, because they'll squirm out of that.
They'll roll, yeah. They'll roll. No, the fuck it isn't. Because unlike other idiots, I'm not going anywhere near Florida. It's got fucking gators there.
Div's just having a laugh.
That's a gator.
Jerry Lass. Speaking of 400-pound things that bite, my wife totally got off on me marking up her shoulder, coworker shoulder, to feed me more Jesus Christ. Oh dear God. Why are chat trying to feed me to the gators?
Wait, Cool Frog making monkey noises. Say,
Don't know what you're talking about. That's not me.
It wasn't me.
I've been making noises.
Yeah, no, it was me.
It wasn't me.
Oh, look what time it is.
Oh, look, guys. Everyone got him.
Almost there.
It's
Anyone got a minute?
You know what? I'm just going to put a little on top.
I suppose it is only noon for a couple of you, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Fuck no, it's 20 after
20 after 1.
It's freaking 2:19 here, boys.
3:19.
12:19 here.
23:19. We got a 20.
Oh,
We got all those time zones covered.
Yep. America.
We do. All
Fuck
of them.
yeah.
All of them. From one coast to the
There
other.
it is.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Looks like
What was that?
my phone.
Oh.
I thought I had it muted. I didn't.
I forgot to empty out the water.
Cheers.
Damn it, I got water in my mouth.
Gay. That's gross. I'm grossed out.
Well, it's clean because I just emptied it out.
At least there's that. At least there's that. Small favors, right, Vicky?
Right, exactly. It's not like it's been sitting there for a week or 2 or 3.
Like it was before yesterday.
Oh God, no.
What's up, Great Liquor?
No, you gotta. Hi, Great Liquor.
Oh, Great
Cheers,
Liquor.
Great Liquor.
Cheers.
I'll smoke to that.
Cheers, Beautifully. Cheers, Puffer. Cheers, Jerry. Cheers, Div. Cheers to everybody.
Don't bring a Nandor.
Oh, yeah, Nandor. My bad, Nandor. I did not mean to leave you out. That would be gay. I'm totally not gay. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to mention how old the water in my bong is right now.
Right, Jerry? Right, Jerry?
You guys would be very
Change it every
disappointed in
session.
how lazy I've been.
Well, if I don't do that, it gets this. I get this weird. Yeah. I bet you are, Squab, a very happy person.
Did anyone ever doubt that Squab was a happy fella? He's gay. I mean,
Ew.
Div is gayer.
24 hours, the water grows bacteria.
You guys are gay, just so you know.
I'm gay, so gay.
I'm having soup.
Soup?
It's amazing. Soup is amazing.
What?
How's soup? Puffers. She says, cheers. I'm having soup. No
Oh.
time to drag right now. Just amazing.
Oh, good for you. Good for you, Puffer.
You found warm water amazing.
I mean,
Dude, you got a problem with soup?
yes.
Hey, soup is flavored water, sir. Don't be a bigot.
I have problem with soup. It needs to have a lot of thickening in it.
It just gotta have meat
Like a
in
stew?
it. I mean,
You like stews? Is that what you're saying?
Even just like if you make homemade soup, I'm gonna go and how'd Jimmy get kicked out?
My problems have all
it's
gone.
Jimmy. Who knows?
There's
There
no
he is.
If you're making soup, chicken noodle soup, and I go take a bowl of soup from it, you dang right. I'm gonna
Broccoli
take
cheddar.
a whole big huge scoop of noodles and whatever else is in there, and very little broth because I don't really care for it.
She's eating a
This sounds
cheese
a little bit racist to me. Oh, broccoli cheddar's a thick soup. Like, that's
We
not.
are gay.
That's not a
We are
I
brothy
do some
soup.
broccoli
That's a
cheddar.
cheesy
There you
based.
go.
That's a cheesy based.
That
That's
makes
delicious.
sense. There you
Yeah.
go.
day.
And you put a little bit of ham in that or bacon. One
Jeez,
or
you
the
guys are
other.
making
You
me
don't need-
hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet except for some. What did I eat? I had some oranges.
Nander says I thought everyone here was gay.
Only
No,
Squab.
no.
Stop it. Fucking knock it off, dude. What the hell?
No.
Nobody wants to listen to that. Literally, nobody.
Yes, she does.
Should we all talk like that then?
My mom made pumpkin soup.
I'm not doing that.
You gotta put a little flair on it.
I'm not doing that either.
I have questions about the pumpkin soup.
I'm not doing that either.
Pumpkin soup?
Yeah,
Pumpkin soup.
that's a no for me, dog.
You don't like tomato soup?
I do. Is that the same
But
thing?
what's
Kind
tomato
of, yeah.
soup have to do with pumpkin soup?
I don't
Because
think
it's
they
been
have
pretty
anything to
much
do
the
with
same
each other.
texture. They'd be
It's
the
same texture, but what about the
but
flavor? Because
I wonder how it would be. What does a pumpkin soup taste like? Beautifully.
Probably pumpkin.
Cereal is soup. I mean, I've heard that argument made. That's a hard one to debunk.
Debunk it then.
It's hard to debunk. I just said that. Like,
But you can debunk it. I believe in you. So go ahead.
I really can't though, because what is soup but like broth and I mean.
Okay, so is hot chocolate soup?
Did you put marshmallows in it? It's soup if you put marshmallows. It's only broth if you don't.
Oh my golly. Squab. Ah, there it comes out. I knew it.
We knew this. This is not news.
And that's where
Div's just been
everyone
faking
here was
this
gay
family
come
she's
from.
got.
So, did you see the thing I sent you in your DMs, Frog?
Ice cream candy soup.
No, not yet. Hold on. Cereal is soup. No.
Have you guys ever watched the
Ice cream is soup? No.
Okay, now you guys are getting out of hand in the comments.
This is getting a lot out of hand.
Have you guys ever watched the Great British Baking Show?
The Great British Baking Show? That's my favorite thing in the world. No.
Is it?
No, I haven't
It should
seen
be.
it.
No.
Oh, dude, the foods they make are amazing. Just mwah.
I used to like Man versus Food. That was a good
Minus
show.
1.25.
Or Iron Chef.
Iron Chef. I heard of that.
Yeah, I used to watch that a while ago.
It's interesting there, Darth.
Oh,
Yeah, isn't it though?
We're 7 minutes
Jesus
after, and I
Christ.
haven't heard anything. Oh, there we go.
What's the most interesting thing about that, Frog? In your opinion?
These are fish. Yes.
Yeah, California
Tacos
said
are
so.
not sandwiches.
No,
You don't
tacos.
tip your head when you eat a sandwich.
Tacos are their tacos are their own genre, and hot dogs are tacos.
You
Hot
guys are
dogs
making
are
me
not
so
tacos.
hungry.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
I might eat it.
They are the exact same form as a taco.
Cheers.
What are you calling them now? Cheers, Jimmy.
Hey.
You can't put two tacos together and make another to make it two tacos. It doesn't work. But you can take two hot dogs and put them together and make it a double dog. So no,
What?
it's totally different. Totally different.
Would that be
No.
two wieners touching?
No, that's not allowed. No double dog.
Do you, Frog? Do you understand?
I've
Like when
never
you open up a
heard
hot dog bun, the shape it's a V sandwich, like a taco. It's the exact same thing.
It's meant.
That's
for
the only
one
qualifier
hot
here.
dog, not dose. There's no
You're way
double
overthinking this shit.
Wait,
Hot
you're
dogs
making
are
cheesy tots with
disgusting.
tobacco?
I can't. So gross.
Wait.
dog.
Oh,
Frog
wait.
Man don't like
The only
whip.
time I've ever really seriously had a hot dog is like when I'm out camping or something.
They're made of lips and asshole. It tastes delicious.
Did you read what Jerry said? Tabasco, that's better.
I mean, tobacco was
My
that
stone
would make
self was like,
well
tobacco?
that didn't make any
Finger,
sense.
baby,
Tobacco makes
tobacco.
no sense. I'm making tater tots with tobacco. I'm like, that sounds gross. Hot sauce, Tabasco, gotcha.
I know
That's
normally
more
the little
reasonable.
ones don't like hot stuff, but that's cool.
I'll bet there's some hot sauces with tobacco in it.
You think so?
I'll bet.
I'm
Aren't
not
there
even
alcohols with tobacco in it?
I don't know.
I thought there were alcohols that are sold.
I
With
don't think
tobacco
so.
in it.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of this.
Pretty
I'm not
sure.
saying it doesn't exist. I'm saying I'm not aware of such things at all.
That'd be weird, but
And
okay.
this sounds like a lot of state propaganda right now.
No, like they even sell alcohol with like gold leaf in it.
That I do know about. It's called Goldschlager, and
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
a fan.
Go for it, Jerry. Go for it.
But I've never seen it with tobacco in it. Like,
Let's see.
and I've drinking a lot of different alcohols in my life. I don't pretend to be an expert, but I would think I would have heard at least of this before, but I didn't know how bad Malort was until I heard of it for the first time. And
Okay, so here, this is what
or
Garth was
absinthe.
sharing with me.
Yeah, this is what I was. Can we share this on YouTube? Is this okay?
I don't get
Nice, Nandor. Oh, what you got?
It wasn't that. It was the one under that.
No, right, but it's
Yeah.
kind of tied to it, right? So
Yeah, look at that
here's the
guy.
photo of the guy
Yeah,
that they're
look at
saying
that
did this
guy.
thing, right?
Yep.
This is the guy. This is the photo that they have, right?
Yep.
So then now here is Maine sex offender registry, Robert Card,
Yeah.
1984, Waterville,
Mhm.
Maine, Dick's Sporting Goods, Tier 2, 25-year registered, possesses explicit material of minors under 12. It looks nothing like that guy.
That doesn't look like that guy at all. And then you look at the picture they've been showing all over the news. That's a
it's the-
third fucking guy.
What?
Who is Robert Card at this
Who
point?
is that guy?
That
does
guy.
not look like either one of these other two guys.
Nope.
No.
Is this a
Doesn't even
fourth
really
guy?
look like the first one.
Look how long the first guy's nose is. And that's
Yeah.
not just because of the upward angle. Like, that dude has a long nose.
Right. This guy's nose is pointed tipped
That guy
up
is
further.
Asian.
He's got this like Asian look, right?
That guy is Asian, yes.
Right. And then you look at this guy.
That dude looks
compared-
like he was in the military.
He's straight.
That guy, the first guy might be the third guy.
This guy's
That-
nose is kind of curved.
That's possible that guy and the first guy are the same guy, but this guy in the middle, Robert Card,
No, it's not the guy in the middle.
Yeah,
No,
no,
that
the
can't be
guy
the
in the
same
middle is
guy.
not the same as the other two. So
That is the
one of
same
these
guy.
one of these pictures is not right.
Yeah, one of these guys does not
things is
belong.
not like the other.
I hate to say it, but I'm getting more and more suspicious about this whole thing. Like, I feel like I might accidentally do a Alex Jones on your show, so I should probably leave.
It's a conspiracy! The government killed those people!
No, they're putting chemicals in the water to turn the friggin' frogs Asian, apparently.
But yeah,
Is it just a coincidence that there might be like two Robert Cards in the same area of Maine that are the exact same age?
if I took a moment and I took and took screenshots,
And
of
this is a
these
completely different
and
guy?
took screenshots and did print screens or whatever and put it right next to each other, you'd see that this nose.
We need
is not
facial
the same as
recognition
this nose.
software at this point.
Right, Nandor? Right.
It's not the same.
Oh no,
Wait.
facial recognition software doesn't really I mean, I think the bridge of the nose is one point of contact, but it's mostly in the cheekbones and jawline because
Look at the hairline.
you could break your
Hairline
nose
all
and
too.
change your nose, shape your nose, but you can't I mean, your jawline and your cheekbones are pretty
Yeah, you see this
determined for-
his from like temple to cheekbone or whatever. Look at the
Mhm.
difference. Look, he's
I mean, there's an angle difference too, though.
I know there's
like,
an angle, but still,
This is
it's
an
not-
overhead, and this is straight on, and
And then the jowls that guy has going straight down off of his cheeks to like the lip there, the lip mouth area down to the chin. I swear, look at this. It goes straight down. Look. Right by the mustache. You see what I'm saying? Goes straight down.
Mhm.
That guy's is way more outward.
Mhm.
That's not the same guy. None of these people.
And,
are
I
don't think- I think it's three different
exclude
dudes.
the guy in the middle. Just go from the
Yeah.
guy at the bottom and the guy at the top.
we've
That's a no. No,
I
that's
don't
not
even
the
know
same
who
guy.
I'm looking for anymore.
You know, it'd be interesting if you could self-impose their faces over each other's and see.
Yeah, we need like facial recognition software. That's what that does.
Yeah.
It like measures the different points on the face, and then
Oh,
does
there's
an
somebody out there
overlay.
doing it. You know,
we
there's
all
somebody.
have facial recognition software in our pockets, you guys.
We should all have that. Why don't we
No, we
have
do
that?
all have that. In
Oh,
our
we do. Yeah. The biometric scanner in your phone does facial recognition. You are absolutely correct, Mr. Yimmy. So that ought to probably be programmable. Like you to put these two photos in and be
Hard to
like,
tell with that fluffy beard.
Nah, he has a different face from the guy down below.
yeah, I think all three of them have a different face, but
He's got a
that was my
Ricada nose.
initial. That was my very initial instinct. Was it's like that's not the same person as this guy or that guy or the picture they've been using all over the news feed looks like another guy completely entirely too.
Nandor.
I don't know. Actually, the last picture Frog showed looks more like the guy they've been showing on the news.
Oh, see, Nandor figured it out.
Yeah, they can't find him because he's a
He's a
shapeshifter.
shapeshifter. Yep.
Should have known.
He's probably a blacksman now.
He is a blacksman.
I mean, the comments below it, wrong guy.
Yeah. The comments below the one in the middle.
Look, he already tried Asian.
But like that's just such a coincidence that there's two guys from the exact same area of Maine that are the exact same age, and
of course, then you got you got weirdos in there or whatever. Well, there are
always
too
gonna have
goddamn many
weirdos.
guns out there.
Of
Since
course.
the right refused to do anything about the gun crisis for decades and decades, we have to start somewhere. Blame it on the other side for whatever. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We all should be able to have access to our own guns whenever the fuck we want.
Should we?
Constitution says so.
I mean, the right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
If there aren't millions of guns out there to buy off the street, maybe he wouldn't have had access. See, I mean, no, that one has a little bit more to it. There is a massive black market out there that people go to get their guns from to commit these crimes. These aren't law-abiding citizens doing this.
The deep web is not a myth.
Exactly. This administration is pro-crime, so yes, violence of all kinds are on the rise. That one's not too far off either. This administration's kind of pro-crime. We've seen.
What are
Are
you
you
reading?
reading? Puffer! She's killing me. I'm dead. That camera angle isn't a good judge of his face. Men always look different when they go down on you.
Ooh. Oof. I mean,
I think I'm okay, Nander, but I kind of blew his.
I don't condone any of this.
I shouldn't know this.
Holy crap, that was funny.
I vote we separate the sexes until night times.
I mean,
No sorry's necessary.
Wait,
You say funny things like that. You make me send you
North is
links to
against
come
going
join us.
down?
I mean,
Oh my. Oh my. Oh, this is hurting my face really bad. Oh shit, ladies, I love you. Anywho, you guys are talking about guns.
I think that's gone by the wayside now.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty much it's good.
I think that train's been well derailed.
Thank you, Papa. You're so spicy, Papa. Oh goodness. Anywho, what else were you talking about?
I'm trying to figure out where I am here.
Yeah,
So,
just
Good luck with
buffer
that.
out here,
blame it
derailing
on the
trains.
papa. Yeah, yeah. That's right, Pupper out here derailing trains.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Well, I guess I could have just not read the chat, but I was reading it. You guys No, you need to join, Puffer. You should be on here now.
It's going on 2. I gotta do some work yet and some other things to get ready for tonight.
Right.
I think we should go away
Okay.
And watch
I
a
don't
movie.
even know what I'm doing tonight. I have no clue. I haven't looked through anything.
You're doing shtick
Let's
with
watch
Cool
a
Frog.
spooky movie.
What?
Let's watch a spooky movie.
Watch a spooky movie?
Yeah.
Did they watch a
Like
spooky
what?
movie on Rumble?
That does not sound like the shtick with Cool Frog.
What you can do is possibly throw out a link in the Discord and then have a watch party without the thing up and sync it up so everybody can join along.
What?
I mean,
It's getting close to Halloween.
Am I the only one that didn't make any sense too?
What?
no, I'm with you on that one. It really kind of, I'm like, huh? How do you? What? You just want me
Send
to
up.
throw a link to say here's Discord link. Go Discord. Go watch movie.
No, like send the link to the movie.
Like
Still
share
confused.
Discord.
No. Never mind. I don't think this is going to work out. It's just too complicated.
Very
It's
complicated.
too complicated for you.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, even Beautiful said
She's lost.
Lost.
Never mind.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
It's just
Sweet,
too much.
sweet summer child Jimmy.
Yeah, that's me.
I think we're gonna go drop in on somebody. I'm gonna redirect today, just because I know we can. Everybody say hi to her when you get there.
Oh,
and
You said
make sure
her,
you
so
like her stream as well as after you hit like on mine. You hit the like here, and share it out. Do all those
we're
wonderful
gonna
things.
see about this.
I will be back
Where you-
tonight. I don't know.
Where are you
What's your
directing them?
Back.
What are you doing?
We're going away.
Okay.
We're going away.
Where are you
Because I have things to
sending my
do.
YouTube data?
I have things to do.
Uh-huh.
So
You better not be sending my YouTube data anywhere gay.
what?
Oh yeah. Hit that like button.
It's not. No, you're good.
Hit the bell.
You'll be all right. You'll be
Do
all
all
right.
that stuff. You know.
All right. I appreciate everybody so much. I'll see you tonight. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Toodles.
Have a good day, everybody. Thanks for the laughs.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Me neither.
Ever.